Ricola.
We are live.
We're live.
God.
We're live.
Hello, everybody.
I don't know
I'm
where
dead,
the,
actually, or
the
near
link
dead.
for it is, but
Not quite dead.
Just half dead. A little sleepy.
Dead yet.
ooh, what's this?
A little
I feel
congested.
better.
Oh, there's an event page. What's that?
Don't touch it.
Sounds like a bad idea.
Boom.
That's
Okay.
it.
I'm touching it.
No! I told you not to do that.
God, this Hangout thing really slows down like my entire computer.
Oh, that's what it is.
The rest of Chrome just moves very, very slowly now.
All right, so I don't know if
great.
you all have in the lower right-hand corner a little links link, but if you do,
Aha!
it has the
Ooh.
event page and a video embed if you want.
So I can
And I-
watch a video of what we're
Fancy.
doing right now.
I mean, what we did a few seconds ago, realistically.
Yeah.
It's true.
So
So
that's
you
really
can-
just for
With
Jason.
slight
For your
lag.
tweeting pleasure.
Done. Tweeted.
And now I'm
All right, watch
gonna
this. I'm just going to retweet what he said.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Likewise. The magic of Twitter.
All right. It has been sufficiently tweeted
All right. All my followers will join us now.
and automatically posted to Google+. So,
Woo.
one imagines. All right.
Oh,
We're back.
We're back after many moons. Oh, so what now with the newness? I don't know what happens now, Jason. So-
No, well, anything you like. I'll do an intro just because why not? You know, hi everybody. It's the incomparable playing D&D and our
Welcome
our
back to
dungeon master.
Total Party Kill.
Total Party Kill. Our dungeon master as always, Scott McNulty. Hi, Scott.
Hello, Jason. Or should I say, Carlos?
Yes, I am Carlos D. Dwarf. The D stands for danger.
That's right. And also joining us, Steve Lutz.
Hey, what's happening, guys?
And your
And,
character is...
Is Kachka, the Three Green Bard
That's right.
of renown. Perhaps you've heard of her.
I have, in fact. Tony Sindelar,
Hi.
you're here.
It's true. I'm here playing the role of Regdar.
That's right.
Just some guy.
Definitely not magical.
Definitely not.
Just
some guy, I guess.
every day. And that voice you heard was Serenity Caldwell.
Hello.
And you are playing...
Anastriana, which is a really long, complicated name, so let's just go with Anna.
Excellent.
Let's do that.
And finally, Dan Morin.
Playing Eggleth. No!
No!
Shake my fist. Playing Astraon, the Minotaur Warden.
Poor pancakes.
Or pancakes.
We knew him well. Alright, so... I don't know if anyone in the group remembers what you're supposed to be doing.
Nope.
Have we found the face in the rock yet?
You are...
Oh no!
When last we saw our adventurers, they had ventured deep into the dungeon and had finally dispatched the flaming poisonous skeletons, retreated into a central room to rest overnight because they were
Rust?
about to die. They're not rust, to rest, because they were about to die, and now they awaken healthy and ready to plunge further into the dungeon, I believe.
Into
We did all that?
madness.
That
Let's go
seems
home.
unlikely.
Should we go
It's
home?
true.
Let's go home.
You could go home. I'm not keeping you here.
There was a very nice kank salesman. Maybe he'd put us up or give us a job or
Maybe.
something.
Well,
Bring him some of that water from the northern
Thinking
part
of going
the-
into cake sales, yes.
it's a lucrative business. So you're all rested up. You are all at full health. You have all your power, your daily powers, your counter powers, all that jazz. And if you'll recall, you are in a hallway that you can see on your screens now, and the folks on the podcast cannot hear. But you're in a hallway. There's a door in front of you that you locked that led into the room with the flaming skeletons. There are two doors, one to the north, one to the south, that contain basins full of liquids that you have drank from, and one cured poison, and one gave you a surge back, I think. And you found that if you
And
drank
two made
both,
us hurt.
yes, if you drank both, you got damage.
Yes, ouch.
So that's where we are. You are in this hallway, just just chilling. What would you like to do?
Just chill some more.
Well, was there
Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to
I got
The
nothing.
Incomparable
I got nothing.
Range.
Was there another door?
You sound
in
like you're
that-
making a reference from 10 years ago. You've been put on mute.
Someday I'll finish the sentence. It's all right.
No,
Never mind. I'm going home.
Yes,
home.
Dan, there was a door in
Was
that
there
room
another
with the
door
skeleton.
in that room?
In
Yes.
the room with the skeletons, yes. Can everyone see
Maybe-
the map?
Yes. Maybe we should
Yes.
investigate it.
I agree.
Thank
Well,
you, Mr.
okay.
Is there a
Mr.
door
D. Dwarf.
to the north part of that room as well, past the braziers?
No, there is only. So we will decide that south is the down, the bottom of the screen.
Traditionally.
North is the top. Yes. Okay. So there's only one door in the room with the blazing skeletons, and it is to the south.
Now, is that some sort of an altar in the room as well?
Yes, that is an altar. Remember, you looked at it, and yes, and there was
in a language we don't understand.
There is something written on it in a
And
language
could
you don't
never
understand.
learn.
Admittedly, none of us can read, so all languages cannot be understood.
Speak for yourself, Bugman. Bug woman. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
It'll be like that.
Oh,
I
man,
do.
So I gotta go over here. Is what we're saying.
Yes.
Hello.
I'm coming.
We're all going into that room.
I'm going to
That's
sulk
right.
in the corner here.
And you noticed also that when last we met, I believe Anna was looking at the altar, or somebody was looking at the altar, and they noticed that some of the runes are actually buttons.
Can't imagine anything will go wrong if we push one of them.
Now you
Interesting.
do recall in this room also that there was that skeleton that your characters are now standing on. That was in fact not a skeleton, but a mechanical trap that whipped its tail back and forth.
Oh,
I mean,
That was pretty bad.
Yeah, but we
today
smashed
I
them
was-
to bits.
I fought a lobster
Yep.
and almost drowned, so I don't see how some buttons could do that much trouble.
There was the drowning lobster episode as well.
Regdar never thought he'd drown. He figured he'd be in
That
the
was
toilet
that was the only way. He was pretty sure if I'm gonna die, at least I won't drown.
It would be from lack of water. He was like, that's, you know.
That's a hell of a way to go. That's like suffocating from diamonds or something. Like,
It's true.
And thus, Carlos has determined his own fate.
So it is said, so it shall.
the die is cast.
Oh, he would want us to spend these in his honor.
Astral diamonds. Now, so you're all in the room. The skeletons are still destroyed. The trap is also still destroyed. So what would you like to
Astron
do?
wants no part of the button-pushing altar madness. He's a simple minotaur. Does not go in for buttons.
When you say there are buttons, how many buttons are we talking about here?
There are 3 or 4 buttons.
Oh, 3 or 4? Just 3 or 4? There's not a specific number of buttons?
It's an indeterminate number of buttons.
He's making this up, guys.
This is
Steve?
all made up, Steve.
Yeah, Steve, this is not real. I just want you to understand that. This is really important. You understand that this is not happening.
There are, exactly. There was a scandal in the 80s. 3 buttons. There are 3. The number of
Sure.
buttons are 3.
And we are uncertain of, we have no hints as to their function given our lack of proficiency in, I believe you said that it was abyssal.
That is correct. Now you could roll to see.
Sure it's not a
perhaps,
Hoover?
Intelligence check. No one's a rogue, I guess. Is anyone a rogue?
Thank you, Dan.
I don't know.
I'm roguish, but not a rogue.
So you can't do detect traps and that kind of jazz, but an intelligence check.
I will try an
take.
intelligence check.
Are you insulting our intelligence?
So I'll roll a d20. Oh, I got an 18, so that seems promising. I add just what's listed for the mod on my character sheet, correct? So
That is correct.
A 5. Let me tell you, Regdar's pretty heavy on intelligence, pretty lacking on everything else.
That doesn't
so
seem
that-
terribly regular to me, strangely
So
enough.
he gets a 23.
23. With that, you are able to determine that if the skeleton trap were still active, you could deactivate it using a sequence of these buttons.
Hey guys, I just thought of something that would have helped us yesterday.
And by yesterday, I mean 6 months ago.
Oh, yesterday
Why
in
did none of us
game
stop in the middle of combat and inspect the altar?
We were really busy with the flaming skeletons.
Yeah.
There were a lot of flaming skeletons.
Your incompetence strikes again.
That's what it is.
Well, if these are controls, then maybe
At
we
least
should check
we're
out that door.
consistent.
Guys, Let's try the door.
Yeah,
I agree.
I think I've learned all I can from
I'm
this,
okay with
this whole
this.
Works for me.
button altar.
Somebody want to listen at the door? See if there's anything crazy on the other side?
Yeah, it sounds like you're a volunteer.
I'm going. Here I go. I'm listening.
Okay, so you approach the door.
Yeah.
You touch it.
No, I didn't say I touched it. I'm just listening.
Well, you in order to listen, you must have contact.
Yeah, 3 Crane only hear through vibration. So.
Weird.
How many horses are coming, Steve?
And
0 horses, Dan. It's Athos. There are no horses.
How many kanks are coming?
As you
It's hard to tell. They have 6
Chock
legs.
full of kanks.
as you touch the door, preparing to listen, a bolt of lightning sizzles past your head, missing you, but calling to mind the lightning obelisks that you passed earlier.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
This is not up
let's
to
go home.
code.
I feel significantly worse about having volunteered Steve now that I knew there was a real
Who
threat.
built this place?
I thought this was just a door. Yeah, this is you know,
Never just a door.
Yeah, never
Never
hired this-
ever.
Never
This
hired
is
an
totally-
electrician, guys.
they
He
need
does
to
not know how
upgrade
to
the
do
wiring.
wiring.
You know?
So I want everyone roll an intelligence check for me.
Intelligence, he says.
Yes.
I did much worse this time.
How do I do?
Just
Oh,
roll a
yeah.
d20 and then
D20
add.
that out on your intelligence modifier.
Oh, I see.
I got a 13.
I got an 8.
I got a
17.
21.
Okay, everyone who got over a 15
I got a rock.
notices that there is a keyhole in the door and remembers that you picked up a key earlier in the
Nice.
adventure.
Hey guys, a keyhole. Doesn't Regdar have a key for this?
All right, hands up anybody who remembered we had a key.
I remember it now.
Is that because you re-edited everything?
I'm picturing Regdar pulling out the little like key fob. Boop beep. All right, guys.
It's even got like a warning door is electric if he is not used on that.
Sorry, guys.
You know what? I feel further worse about having volunteered.
Yeah. Let me just hold on and look at this sweet key I got. Hey, why don't you go listen at that door?
Oh boy.
Well,
Right.
to be
Regdar.
Say, I'm going to stand back here behind this brazier. And why don't you try that key you got there?
I'm gonna
Regdar?
go to the other side of the room just in case something happens over there while you're opening the door. Okay.
So
Yeah,
I was
I'm
going to
okay
try
with
and get
standing
somebody
back,
else to take this key, but it looks like everyone has scattered.
So I was going to say, everyone has immediately scattered once
So
they
Regdar-
realize that you are approaching the door.
Steps back.
Regdar will approach the door with the key in
Carlos,
hand
can you get any
Okay.
further away?
and try putting the key into.
Okay, roll a dexterity check
lock.
for your entering of a key into a lock.
Now, the key fits snugly, and you turn it, and it unlocks the door, and there is no consequences.
See, Kachka, I don't know what you're making a big deal about.
The door opens into an empty elevator shaft.
Dan, there are no elevators on Athos.
I know, that's why its shaft is empty.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh.
And then you are whisked away
Blackness.
into...
What's
A
happening?
hallway.
There's a hallway. You guys don't have to be in the hallway, but there is a hallway. It looks
We
like
must
every
be in
other
the
hallway in this dungeon. It is dark. I don't know. Is anybody carrying a torch or something?
I think we all have one in Adventures.
What were we going to need a torch for? We're in the bright, blinding sun of Athos.
Come on, surely the adventurer's kit has some sort of a light source in it.
Next, you'll ask us if we've ever seen liquid water.
Have you
I
dare.
suspect we have some sun rods, or
Yeah, I think
Hey,
somebody
mister.
somebody has a sun rod, I believe.
Yeah. I bet sun rods are really cheap on Athos.
That's true.
It's like they can't give them away.
Yeah,
Please,
everybody has vitamin
Take my
D.
sun rod.
Yeah. There's
So you'll
just
see at the end of the hallway there's a door. I don't know if you are going into the hallway or not. So it's up to you guys.
We're
So,
kind of
wait.
already there, per the
How
map.
many?
Yeah.
How many?
Well, per the map you
oh,
are.
I see.
but
We're coming in from the north.
You're coming in from the north. You are not actually through that door yet. But
we
for
can
the
stop
sake
and
of-
upgrade the
Well,
wiring on this
I'll-
place before we proceed.
Astron will make
220,
his way.
221, whatever it takes.
Astron will gladly make his way in
Okay.
to the hallway. He is adventurous.
So as Astrodon is walking in, he notices that
Is he
there-
touching the hallway as he goes? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
just all over.
He's licking it.
Yeah.
Oddly, that's what Minotaur.
Hi,
Mark's
hallway.
territory.
And so, Astrodon, as you walk in, you notice that in fact there is a door in front of you, but there's also a door to the left and right of you.
Well, if there's one thing we know about Minotaurs, they hate mazes. Carlos is dead.
He's X'd himself out already.
No.
So what do you guys do? Does everybody else go into the hallway?
Well,
Yes.
Yeah, I'm in
So
there.
taking up the rear.
does anyone have a preference? How do
Is
people
this,
feel about
is
left
this the
versus
order
right?
you're in?
I
I'm
hate
up
when you
front.
ask that
I'm
question.
on front with Astron.
Okay.
I like right, and I also like left.
What
Left
about-
seems like it's
I like
further
How do
into
you-
the
how do you
bowels
feel
of the
about
tower.
How do you feel about straight ahead?
No, I'm not so hot on straight ahead.
Fair enough.
But see, left seems like it's more towards the central area, if there is a central area to this face in the stone type deal. So
Okay.
knowing the predilection of people to put the best treasure in the center of the tower, maybe we should go left.
Great idea. Why don't you listen at that door?
Here we go.
All right. So you are going to the left. You're next to the right door.
That room is full of
Oh,
beetles.
wait a minute. I thought
No. That's
I was
two's
saying
left.
left per our
that's per the map.
perspective.
I
East.
gotcha.
South, and
If
now
only
we
there
said
was
it's
some
where
kind
the
of
I-
north,
I-
south, east, west cardinal directions we could use. That would be
I'm using
universal.
Resident Evil controls for
This
this.
is
game.
too confusing for me. So is it the eastern door?
Yes, the
Is
eastern
that
door.
your
Let's go.
east or my east?
Oh, jeez.
Oh
Oh
dear.
boy.
This is a riveting
Align
podcast.
myself with the
and-
This
magnetic
door.
poles here. That's the one. There we go.
Okay, so you go to that door, which you're not next to. There you go.
All right.
You're listening, so roll to listen.
How did I become the official listener?
Yeah, I
exactly?
don't know.
This
Based on
time
the
you
fact that you're
volunteered.
shocked with
You're
electricity.
You got the
Very
legs.
well.
You're
So
a
you got the
musician.
legs you,
trained in
you,
listening.
you rest your head against the door. You feel a little sting of static electricity, but it is just because it's a little dry down here.
Wearing
so-
wool socks. Yeah.
You
Plus, I
shouldn't
was
shuffle across the
on my head
floor.
earlier for some reason. Yeah, I got a 2, if that means anything to you.
It is. You believe that there is nothing in that room based on this. You hear nothing. You
Hey
assume
guys,
it is
I have a feeling there's something in this room.
deadly quiet in there.
Great
You do
brother,
notice.
that feels
You
like
do
deadly
notice that
quiet.
the door is unlocked because as you went to push against it slightly, it opened a little.
Oh, did it
Not
creak?
enough for
dramatically?
anything to come in or out, but just it moved a bit, so you could tell it's unlocked.
Scott,
Intriguing.
Yep.
Regdar would like to move up to the western-facing door and
Okay.
listen there, just so that we don't get attacked from behind as we proceed
There we
into that totally quiet room that
All right.
Gachka found.
Roll.
I got a 15 plus. This is perception, I'm assuming.
Yes.
My perception modifier is 1, 16.
So you hear something that you're unfamiliar. Well, I guess you would be. You hear like the echoing of dripping liquid of some kind.
We know what that sounds like?
There's
Water?
dripping
What?
liquid in there, guys. It
Well,
might be water. It might be
blood.
blood. Might be cank nectar. Delicious cank nectar.
Oh, love that can nectar.
Mm,
Well, let's not get too
Um,
hasty.
I'm gonna, the thoughts of cank nectar. I'm opening that door.
He can't control
Okay.
himself.
What could
so-
possibly go wrong?
It is unlocked, and you have a sunrod, which I forget the radius of, but it goes pretty far in there. So you see this is a rough-hewn, unfinished cave. It looks like it's in its natural state. You see various objects strewn on the floor, sort of like perhaps it's used as a midden heap of some kind, maybe. And that's about all you can see
A
today.
mitten heap?
That's like what you have in the back
Free
of your
mittens,
office
everybody.
for
We found the
for
dump,
cat.
folks.
Yes,
I'm
and-
going to gently close this door that I'm standing next to here that popped open because it's
Okay.
creeping me out.
It's just open. I wouldn't even say it was open. It just kind of moved a little so that you
Oh.
couldn't tell it was unlocked.
Well, do we want to follow this
That's
hallway?
quite a talent.
So I'm not
to the-
seeing any cank nectar
Do
here.
we want to go to the west, or do we want to continue on to the
You
east?
do know the tunnel you can't see all the way down the tunnel, so you figure it continues, but you don't know what's
Is it
down there.
kind of heading down or is it relatively level?
It looks relatively level.
Okay, but it's rough hewn.
There's no dwarves here, so you can't tell exactly.
It's rough hewn and there's stuff strewn.
Well, I can go look. I can go take a
You
peek.
are a
Go,
bard.
go fish around in the mitten
All
pile,
right.
dude.
Mittens. Astron needs himself a new pair of mittens.
Good luck.
So, Astron, as you get in there, you notice a faint glow coming from about
Glowing mittens.
Dan, don't pick up the sand mitten. So you don't want to
Maybe
get that sand
30,
mitten.
30 feet or
But
so
they're just so pretty.
further down. You can't quite make out what it is, but
I sort of look over and sort of say, motion to my allies that there is some light and kind of shrug. Shall I continue?
I'll stay about 2 squares behind him.
I'm going
ahead.
to stay in the hall and close the door behind both of these clowns.
okay. So now,
I'm just
if
kidding.
you-
I didn't
all
actually.
right, I was gonna say if you actually close the door, things change.
You all die.
Okay, so it's a dead end, and you see there's this glowing kind of substance on the floor.
Can I examine that?
Sure. How are you going to
Does it
I'm gonna
appear?
come in.
Can I roll nature?
Ooh, it's the
Bad thing.
stuff.
Bad thing.
Sure.
All right, I will roll some nature and see if I've ever seen anything like this before.
Glowing pile of
24.
greenish goo seems like the worst sort of nature. So watch out.
With the 24, you definitely know you've never seen anything like this before. But you do know that it is probably natural. It seems to be a fungus of some kind.
Can I check that? I mean, I guess he knows it's probably natural. Can I make sure it's not arcane?
Sure.
I got a 28 for Arcana.
It
Nice.
is not arcane.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to suggest maybe we don't.
Does anybody have a
Yes.
good nature?
This strange.
Modifier.
I just rolled nature.
My nature is 0.
He got a good day. He definitely knows it's natural.
Yeah, I rolled
it's
a
just-
24, dude. If you
it
feel like
is
you can top that, go nuts.
Unfamiliar to him.
I don't like this. I think we should go away.
Yes.
I'm
I would-
okay with returning to where it's
Back.
speaking.
Come on, eat some at least.
Nope.
Nope.
It's up to you.
All right, you're just going to leave the glowing fungus alone? That's fine.
Can I like scrape off like a sample?
Sure. How are you going to do that?
Yeah, touching it seems like a really good idea, by the way.
Yeah. I mean,
So all you get for a successful nature check is, yup, that's natural.
I mean,
Depending
It's
on...
up to the
depends on the thing.
dungeon master
Well, that skill
decides.
blows.
No.
Well, I've got a quarterstaff, right? So I'm gonna, which
do?
mainly
I've heard that about you.
He's
Oh,
going to
boy.
touch it with a 10-foot pole.
I mean, I think it's probably like a 5-foot pole. So I've got like a 5-foot pole.
It is a quarter staff.
Do you have 2 quarterstaffs? You could turn it into a 10-foot pole.
I'm gonna poke the fungus.
Your math is terrible. It's a 2.5
Okay.
foot pole.
Turning
You-
it
you-
eaten by an ooze.
You've poked it, and it does not respond.
Okay.
Much like you would expect a
Attention!
fungus
Fungus
not
is
to
non-responsive. Apply CPR.
I don't think anybody wants to
Save
touch
a ring,
that
Dur.
thing.
Let's not mess with this thing now.
All right. I understood, Carlos. You're
respond. Are you going to clean
Oh,
off
oh.
your staff?
Nah, it's fine.
It's gonna wipe it on Kachka's back.
Wipe it in the dirt. Maybe wipe it in the dirt.
All right. Yeah, I'll kind of flick it off the staff.
That was the filthiest thing I've ever heard, Dan.
At least I didn't say you're going to clean your quarterstaff after sticking it in that puddle. Okay, so what are you going to do now? You've explored that.
Yeah,
dead
that was
end
great
tunnel.
exploration, man.
That was really good.
Well, maybe
It probably
they
has
keep the
healing
trash to
qualities
the
and
west,
stuff,
and they
but
keep
we
all
don't
their
need
really great stuff to the east.
Everything can't be exciting in a dungeon, people.
Really? No.
All right.
You sure?
some-
I like exciting things.
All right.
Carlos, why don't you lead us to victory and treasure and
Yep.
that
Let's
thing we
open
need to
that.
find.
Let's open that door to the east.
Okay,
Oh,
so
boy.
you open that door. Light floods in from your sunrod, and it reveals.
You should have stuck the sunrod in the fungus.
But we need that sunrod.
Oh,
You
you're
want to
right.
walk around in the dark?
Your quarterstaff is useless, so okay.
Sand and dust is everywhere in this room. At the wall opposite to you is an
I
altar
hate
of some
sand.
sort. In front of the altar, a figure kneels with a bowed head. You see curious glints of light coming off the figure, as if it was clad entirely in metal armor. On the altar, you see some sort of objects you can't quite make out. Carlos,
Metal
if you'd
armor?
like to...
That seems unusual.
Hey, are you praying?
Can I use religion to ascertain what's going on the altar without going into that room?
You could try. And if everyone wants to roll, whoever can see, which is everyone at the moment, except for
I got a
Anna,
9,
I suppose.
but my religion
Yeah.
modifier is
I'm happy
11,
staying
so that's a 20.
away.
So you know that this is certainly some sort of religious thing. It looks like no religions that you have ever encountered.
Hey, I haven't religion.
These skills suck.
You do know, so that you know this whole temple complex is devoted to that god, the worm person whose name I can't remember.
Olathra?
Yes, and this room is completely in a different style, so it's clearly a different religion. So it has nothing to do with that the cult that has the thing that you're looking for. It seems.
What did you just roll against there?
So if someone
I rolled
rolls
a religion, and I got a 20.
Okay.
perception, perhaps.
Yeah, I
Red
just
Jar's
rolled
gonna.
perception and got a 20.
Okay.
19 plus 1.
Excellent.
That's 20.
Traditionally, 20.
So you don't really notice anything other than what I've said to you, except that the room itself, also the religious accoutrement does not match the rest of the temple. The kind of the architecture and structure of this room leads you to believe that it's much older than the rest of the attachments. Like perhaps it was here before the rest of the stuff was built. And as you all know, thinking back into the ancient history of Athos, that at one point there were many religions and gods, and so it is not unusual to find in the desert places of worship for strange religions that you have never encountered before. And
Red
that
Jar's going to
perhaps
suggest that he probably shouldn't do any talking.
this is an example of that.
Should I go like poke this guy who's wearing the metal armor?
Who was
Or
in the
does that seem like a
dark?
praying? Maybe are they still alive? Maybe it's like a skeleton or something.
Oh, I don't like those.
Yeah.
Does anybody else want to do a perception check?
I'll do a perception check on that. I'm gonna look at that guy and see if I can figure out if he's got anything. What's going on with him?
Okay.
That's what I'm doing. Here we go. It's gonna be great.
Jason's
Takes-
yawning.
Sorry.
15.
It's late here.
No, he just looks like a dude who's kneeling. It does strike you as odd that there was no reaction when you opened the door. You guys are not being being terribly stealthy. At least you haven't told me you are. So I assume that you're just
Now Scott, correct me,
busted in.
but metal armor pretty rare.
It is quite rare. Of course, this adventure is full of things that you are supposed to never see: running water, solid metal doors,
Lobster.
horses, lobsters. So you've had a thrilling time so far,
Yeah,
seeing many unusual
Very
things.
unusual.
We've
So
seen the
just for the
sights
heck
of
of it, I'm
Athos
going to do
here.
a religion check because I am a student of religion, given that
All right.
somebody allocated me an 8 for my skills here.
We probably should have eaten
Just in
some of
case.
that lobster. That was probably like our one shot.
I got a 24.
I distrust.
Psychotropic
Able to
moss,
glean
Tony.
anything more about the accoutrements of this room?
No, you know what your friend Regdar knows, that it's a religion that you've never encountered before, probably from any number of ancient religions that used to be part of Athos. Carlos, is that where you're going?
Yeah. Hey,
Look
hey.
around the front.
Hey,
Okay,
buddy.
so before you get there, as soon as you get within 1 square of the figure, it collapses. And
What did you do?
We
Can't take you anywhere.
It makes a lot of noise because the armor just clatters on the floor,
Uh-oh.
and you see that there are bones within
Bones!
the armor, but they are not animating. It looks like whoever was here died worshipping at the altar.
He chose poorly.
Poorly. We need to look at the stuff that's on the altar, and we should examine the armor and see what the deal is with that.
So as you, from where you are now, you can see that on the altar is a silver orb covered in some runes that you've never encountered before, and a chalice of some kind. So they look like
I'm gonna investigate
Yo-yo
that
Ma.
for any
a chalice.
Arcana related
Uh,
things.
Okay.
It's the ruby-studded chalice of Saint Irenaeus.
Plus 9, so 28.
So you're definitely picking up some magic from both of these objects. What you would go perhaps as far to call them relics of some kind.
Oh, sounds valuable.
Do I detect any kind of, dark magic, warning magic, like taking away from the altar may cause horrible traps to befall us type of magic?
Common sense might lead you to believe that, but you don't feel any particular emanations from it that it is trapped or.
Common sense is my dump stat.
Do not annoy Happy Fun Orb.
But yeah, so you don't see. It doesn't look like there's any kind of obvious traps. From an Arcana perspective, you don't see any kind of magical emanations that are
These might be
leading
like
to
valuable collector's
wait-
items, relics.
offensive.
I wait the day when we just checked the obvious traps. Like, oh yeah, that thing full of traps.
Full of obvious traps.
Well,
Can I poke? Can I
Someone
like
want
poke
a
at
new
the
orb?
armor? Can I
Should
poke
we-
at the armor or examine the armor in some way?
Sure, you
Anna,
click the armor.
should we do some Arcana stuff to find out how we're gonna die when we touch this orb?
So the armor just looks like it looks like plate mail, which you probably have never seen before. It looks like it's been here for a very, very long time. Thanks to the lack of moisture in the air, it is very well preserved.
Anybody want some armor?
Nobody
I can't wear it.
would be able. You all know that it's a
Magical, it
really
will form fit, right?
yeah, but
that's
on this planet, it's an incredibly bad idea to walk around in a suit
metal.
of metal.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, for one thing, it's
Hot
really hot.
hot
For another
Very
thing,
hot.
Well,
That's
like I
for
said,
one
I
thing.
don't want it, but if you want it,
it kind of marks you as someone that people are going to try to kill, basically.
All right.
But
We
you
could
do.
sell the crap.
You all
We
know
could
it's
take
very valuable.
bits of it. We could all take, gauntlets, put them in our bags, sell them for scraps.
We could cover our matching tattoos.
I want a hat.
I forgot
I'm
about
taking the
those.
hat.
All right.
Taking
I want
the
nothing to do with
helm.
that orb, though.
Okay, so as Carlos is poking around at the armor, what is everybody else doing?
Well, I already took a look at the orb, and while I could tell it was magical, I don't really know.
Should I take a look at the orb also?
Yeah,
Would
let's
it be worth
have
a
you
second look?
looking at it.
So you know that both of you know, based on Anna looking from afar, that you have gleaned what you can by not from a distance. You have to get in close and kind of touch it.
All right, I'll
Oh,
do
boy.
it.
I'll go
well-
right next to it and
Yeah,
interact with it.
I will too.
All right,
Is
I'll
it
do
Like
it.
a
here?
terrible idea.
And do you want me to roll the Arcana, or do you want to just have me touch it and die?
I'm going to roll the Arcana.
I'm going to quietly step back out in the
Shiny
hall.
silver orb.
I'm also
So-
going to roll Arcana.
Ooh.
So Anna,
Okay.
you are. I'm assuming you're going to reach out and touch the orb so you can examine it.
And likely get electrocuted with an 11.
And as soon as you touch it,
Save versus death.
no, I just need to. Swirling winds pick up and form into
Oh, dear.
this ghostly figure that's oddly enough exactly matches the figure that was just strewn on the floor.
Maybe
And,
he's here to talk to us.
It attacks Anna.
Wow.
That is bad design.
Beauty.
He has a sword that.
I thought you said there were no obvious traps. The
This
orb
is
was
not-
an
not a
obvious
trap.
trap.
The orb was obvious.
Well, you touched it. I didn't touch it.
Episode 12. The orb was obvious.
And so Anna, he hits you, and his sword, hitting is not the right term because it passes through you, and as it's passing through you, kind of a death chill courses through your whole body, and you take,
You now have the flu.
I hate the flu.
and your nose is running.
Well, gotta go.
You take 20 points of damage.
Holy cow.
Wow. Okay.
It's not very happy. And
Well, I'm
That
Uh,
is
bloody.
not what I would describe as good.
no.
Oh.
And so let's roll for initiative. That was kind of a surprise round.
I was surprised.
Oh, I got a 3.
17.
I'm going last.
18.
What's going on?
10.
Rolling for initiative, Steve.
Oh,
Roll for initiative. So this is an 18. Alright. So,
got a 10
Serenity.
plus
How
2,
many,
I got a 12.
what is yours?
Yes, I got an 18.
What's your plus?
19.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
So, oh wait, you got a 19. Okay, so you go for that. Tony.
I got a 10.
All right. Steve.
I got a 10 as well. Plus 2 is 12.
All right, you go before Tony. Carlos.
20.
Oh. And Dan.
Dan's back.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. Okay.
Fancy.
He left because he knew he had time. Oh, burn. Carlos.
It's not quite as good when you have to
I
do
need
it
a
yourself.
drink.
No, it's not. You hear Anna kind of gasp. You look over and you see this ghostly warrior figure has appeared next to the altar, hovering above the floor. It doesn't look quite like it's corporeal, so you can kind of see through it a little.
I'm looking through you.
Yeah. So you know, I guess the question is, if I chop him, if I chop at him, am I gonna do anything? That's the real question.
Can you even reach him?
Yeah, I don't know. Can I get in that corner and whack at him?
on the
Well,
altar?
you could stand on the altar. You've already desecrated it.
And it
How
would
much
give
worse
me
could it
some
get?
height because he's floating and I'm short.
That's true. He's not floating that much off the floor.
And you're not short.
That's true. You're not a dwarf.
No, well, I'm short-ish. I'm not a dwarf, but I'm a
No, I mean your character's not. You might be a little short. But
no. I'm
Carlos-
taller than my character.
Yeah, the guy with the
Carlos
quarterstaff is calling you short.
Carlos is 5'8". I'm
Hey.
5'10". Yeah,
someday
5'11".
I'll get 3
He's-
more quarters.
teeny
staff, and
tiny
then
right
I'll
there.
you. I'll have 4.
He's willowy. Okay, Carlos is going to stand on the altar and give a big swing and attack the dude with his
Okay.
whatever he's got.
That's very descriptive for our listeners.
With his
With his,
His-
whatever, that thing.
Yeah.
his weapon.
He's gonna move over there and do some stuff.
Did the corpse vanish? Where's the pile of
I just
bones?
took the corpse off of the board. It's just a
Oh.
corpse, so
The corpse is off the board.
it's off the board. Sometimes the corpse is just a corpse.
All right,
And
so
hello
I
to
am
the 28 people watching. Hello.
and I am assuming the battle wrath stance, and I will attack him.
Oh boy.
What? I said hello to the 28 people, and now there are 26 people.
See ya.
You have
Two
that effect on
people.
people.
Ease up, Scott. You're chasing them away.
Where are
Apparently.
you seeing people at?
I in the lower right corner. I don't know if it's. So
I don't
for
think
you
we
guys.
can see it.
It tells
Hi,
me how many
people.
people are watching.
This is very interesting, people.
Jason's just doing some accounting work.
Yeah, well, I don't know. So what do I? Wait a second. Help me out here. What am I? Oh, I've got my tricol. That's what it is.
It should tell you
Yeah.
at the top of your power what kind of thing you're rolling there.
Right.
23.
23. That hits.
Good job.
So how much damage did you do?
18.
Typing.
Oh, he's typing. All right. So as you what do you have, an axe or something?
Yeah, the tricol.
Oh, there you go. So it kind of passes through the body, but he reacts however a spectral knight would react when he got hurt. Kind of grimaces a little.
No.
Oh boy.
Yes. So
The grimace.
He grimaces. Anna, it's your turn.
Yes.
So you
all right.
you have that was a pretty fierce hit that he gave you, and he is staring right at you. Even though Carlos has hit him, he's staring at you, and
See-
because you have an orb in your hand, so
Put down the orb, maybe?
yeah.
Could we
well,
smash the orb? Would
I
that
really
do
only
something?
touched the orb. I didn't mean to pick it up.
well, you're touching it still.
Is it a minor to remove my hand or a...
Yes, you're no longer touching it if you don't want to touch it.
Okay, great. Well, then I'm
it
going
still
to
there?
curse him
It is still there.
with a warlock's curse.
Smash the orb! Smash
Um,
it!
I feel like that might be a terrible
I vote for it.
idea.
Smash it.
Smash the orb?
I don't know.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want.
Nah, you don't have to smash the orb.
It seems like a terrifying idea. I'm just going to shoot an Eldritch Blast at him since it's not
Okay, are you going to stay where you are, or
I'm going to shift back one.
Okay. Oh, I should mention this. So the three people that are within one square of this person, which would be Regdar, Anna, and Carlos, you notice this kind of dread has seized your souls, and so
Scott Smith says it so casually. Yeah, it's a dread thing. You know,
FYI.
your soul.
So-
Your souls are seized.
in
No big deal.
game turns, that means that you can't shift.
Oh,
He's got an aura, is what you're telling me?
He has an aura of 1, and
All right.
if you
Well,
are
it
within it,
doesn't
you
matter
can't shift
because
out of it.
I can zap people without provoking opportunity.
Yes.
So I'm gonna zap him with an Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Or at least try. I have anything extra? No. Nope. That's not gonna do
Oh,
anything.
that does not hit. So you are spooked by the aura, and you fire off your Eldritch Blast and miss slightly.
No luck.
No luck.
Twice.
And he's still staring down at you. He's got his blade again, and he's going to... Actually, no, he's not going to do that. He's going to... No, he is. He's an indecisive ghost. And he hits again on Anna. And we will... for 12. And this is all cold damage, if that matters to you.
Well, she's got the flu, so.
How much do I get?
12.
Oh, I'm down.
What?
I had 11 hit points.
Well, we
Wow.
all rested. You shouldn't have. You should
I
have got
have-
max.
She
I
got
have-
hit twice.
Yeah, I got 31 hit points,
Oh.
minus 20, minus 12.
The first hit was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hmm.
So, Ketchka, you can still see in the room, so you see the specter appear. It attacks Anna. Carlos valiantly jumps on top of the altar, smashes it with his big pointy macy thing, and then Anna tries to shoot the spirit, misses.
Shoot the spirit.
And then the spirit plunges his sword into her chest, and she falls to the ground unconscious.
Yikes. That's not too cool.
No.
I
But it
am
would
going
make
to.
for a great song.
Speaking of
Hey,
which,
guys!
no.
I'm going to launch as my minor action. I'm going to launch my Scald's Aura.
Oh.
So again, that is that allows anybody twice per encounter to use a minor action to spend a healing surge and regain 1d6 additional hit points. Or you or any ally can use a minor action to allow an adjacent ally to spend a healing surge and regain the additional hit points. Now, does that go for somebody who's dying as well?
Unconscious?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
All right.
Sure.
So that is available to anybody adjacent to Anna.
It doesn't
can-
require an action or anything, right?
Requires a minor action
requires a
on
minor.
the part of the person helping. It's basically instead of using a standard to give her
Okay.
her second wind, you can use a minor to
And
grant her a
how
healing surge.
large is the aura?
That is an aura 5, which I think might exclude Carlos. So I'm going to
No,
step
I
in
think
with
you're
my
good.
move. Where am I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that includes Carlos.
You're good.
Okay. Okay. All right.
But you can step in if you want.
No, I'm going to stay out here in the hall. It's nice out here in the hall. There's no dread or soul grabbing out in the hall.
It was really a smart move.
You sure we can't interest you in
So-
some ghost front property?
No, it's good. This
Does
is
that
it's
get-
nice out here.
Me up, that aura?
No, someone's going to have to use an action when they're standing next to you.
Oh, boy.
Right.
I got you
I,
covered.
I think it's going to
All
be Regdar.
But it's a minor, so it's cool.
Okay.
And then I'm going to, yes, you guessed it. I'm going to use cutting words.
What?
You don't even have a body. I can see through you.
Hey, turn up your opacity.
And you're indecisive.
Photoshop.
I don't like that.
Your armor is totally out of fashion.
And that
Single
is
spectral tear
let's see.
runs down his cheek.
That is a +6 versus will, and it's psychic damage, if that makes any difference to ghosts.
Oh.
Oh. For a fraction of a second, it was 17, and then it turned into a 3.
Oh.
So that would be a
Well,
9 versus will.
It does not seem to do anything.
Yeah.
Mostly because you completely missed.
Yes.
Regdar.
That ghost is probably really old. He's not hip to like, your jive talking 3 green ways.
That's right.
Your scald talking.
Yeah. All right. So
Everybody was
Regdar's gonna.
talking.
He's got a lot of plans. Now, if I use a close burst, there's no problem with that because it's close, right? If I use it,
I'm out in the hall, so you go ahead and close burst all you want.
I am gonna close burst all over this ghost.
Not that far over him.
Oh,
You do have
boy.
a quarter staff
All right.
after all.
The part of Steve Lots will be played by Tony Sindelar.
That is the worst one-act play I've ever seen.
So what are you close bursting all over this ghost?
I am going to command. Oh man, I can't. Steve,
Shaking
cover
my
your
head.
ears. I'm going to command my foe to submit, crushing its spirit and slowing its flight. Flight.
No, slow its fight. Much better if you slow its fight.
Okay.
Compels your foe to despair to fill a nearby ally with brutal zeal. All right.
Nope.
This might be called Templar's Fist. That probably doesn't have anything
No,
significant to do with anything.
I'm sure it doesn't.
I think it's just average guy fist, really.
Yeah, average guy fist. This is also versus Will, which is.
Oh, it's
probably
the
great.
Templar part you found disturbing. Okay.
8 versus Will.
Well, I'm sorry to report to both you and Steve that this character has a better than an 8 will. So
It does do something even on a miss. It has
Okay.
an effect. The next ally who hits and damages the target, that's probably Carlos, before the end of your next turn, gains a +3 power bonus to the attack roll. So even though I didn't hit or damage this guy, I've set Carlos up to make it a little bit easier.
Wait,
This guy is really focused on me now.
I like how you've completely discounted Dan's character,
yeah,
who's
I
up
appreciate
next.
that too.
Um,
Wait, did you
Looking
say
at you thinking, this dude's totally a Templar.
Are you
He's
done,
just trying to fool his
Regdar?
regular stuff.
No, I got other stuff going on.
Alright,
I would
well
like
then.
to use a minor action
Okay.
to heal Anna.
All right. Anna,
Thank you.
roll whatever it is you're supposed to roll now.
She gets a 1d6 plus her healing surge.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And then I had a question for Carlos.
Okay.
Radar, I have a question for you too.
Oh yeah,
Have you considered moving away from that ghost front property?
that was my question for Carlos. Was
9.
apropos to moving away. Carlos, did you mark this guy?
I
He
don't
doesn't do
even.
that.
I don't do that.
He doesn't do
Really?
that. That's me.
I don't. I
That's
don't.
me.
Asteron
Tank.
marks his
Tank.
victims.
Okay, so Astron, I can't shift, so he might murder me if I walk away from him.
I think that is a risk you might have to take if you want me to get close enough to hit him.
All right, I'm walking. I'm stepping back too, but I can't
Okay.
shift.
So,
So I
as
scamper
the,
away from the ghost. I don't know what the ghost does to me.
the ghost will attempt to stab you in the back with his
That sounds like him.
chilling blade,
Ooh.
and he hits you.
Can you tell me what he rolled? Because I could potentially do some stuff.
22.
I don't have that much stuff.
Not that stuff.
But his chilling blade kind of nicks your shoulder, only doing 12 points of damage.
12 points of ghost damage.
12 points of cold damage, if it matters.
Ghost cold damage.
Ghostly
ghost damage.
cold damage.
Zoinks!
And he would have gotten away with it too. And one for you kids. And that Thrycreen. I was going to say Eglath, but he's not here. Asteron.
Oh.
So sad.
Salt in the
Asteron is
Was,
going.
We could probably still run out and get his corpse.
Eglath is crossed out on Dan's card.
Yeah, it's a real bummer. Eglath is going to. Charge.
No, I died.
Ah, got it. Yeah, you got me doing it.
Decompose is the word you're looking for there.
So
Boy.
so sad, so sad. I'm going to make a goring charge.
Okay.
Wow.
Not a
So-
Hitler charge, mind you.
Yes, that joke was goring. So
Nazi
I charge
humor.
2 squares
Scott liked it.
and
Plus
make an
5.
attack roll.
Oh. Yes. Okay, what'd you get? Oh,
16 plus 1, I guess, for the charge, so 17 versus his AC.
that misses.
Awesome. All right, as a free action, at the end of my turn, I mark him because he's next to me.
Okay. And you notice you entered his aura, blah, 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 you can't shift. Carlos,
Great.
Yes.
you are... So, the ghostly apparition is in the corner, surrounded by... what is Asteron, our Minotaur, Carlos the Mole, and the unconscious body of Anna, whose race I don't remember.
But she should be conscious
Hey,
now,
no,
right?
I'm conscious.
Oh no, you're conscious.
She's
that's right.
prone.
Barely. Yeah.
You're still X'd out. That's why I
Yeah, I'm conscious now.
You're not doing great.
he X you.
I'm not
conscious-
feeling so hot, but
The groggy Anna is coming to. She is conscious now. She is right. And your average guy,
Regdar.
Regdar, is in the corner, and Ketchka is outside. You are right next to this apparition.
Man,
Well, I'm
murder by
gonna-
ghosts. It's not a good way to go.
I'm gonna whack him again because that's what I do. Because I'm Carlos the dwarf.
Well
Go for
known
it.
for his whacking.
Yeah, that's what I do.
whack away.
All right, So Tony, do I get a bonus from you now?
If you hit,
If I hit, I get a bonus. Okay.
you get a bonus to your damage. Is that correct?
I think to attack roll. So whoever did, I mean.
Oh
actually,
wait, so
sorry.
then Astron
we-
got a plus.
No.
So,
So I looked it up because I was confused about that too. If you hit, then you
Oh.
subsequently get a bonus to attack until the end of your next turn. So it's a
Oh, you're right. Sorry, I read that wrong. That is.
no, it's fine.
confusing.
It's a little silly.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
You have to hit and damage him.
26.
That'll probably do it.
that hits and damages him.
Nice.
So on your next attack, Jason, you will have +3.
And it has to be Jason.
Yep.
Only Jason.
Only
18.
They make that power
18.
really annoying to track.
Holy
Right.
cow.
Yep.
Nice hit.
He felt that.
This is what I do.
I felt that.
You murder guys with an axe or a track off.
Was it good for you?
He's still not bloodied, but he's hanging out there. Is that all you'd like to do, Carlos?
How do we know that he's actually damaged here? Is
Well-
he leaking ectoplasm? Or...
He
He's
is.
swatting at you. Stop it!
looks-
Stop it!
He looks increasingly angry.
No!
So I
That
still have
wasn't
a,
supposed to happen.
I still have a minor. Can I do something to help Anna further, or is she okay?
She's good. Save that for later.
Yeah, I'm okay. I mean, I get to go after you, I think.
Yeah.
You do,
Yeah.
yes.
All right. Well, then
no.
I think I'm done.
All right.
Okay.
Anna, you
I
have
think-
regained consciousness.
Barely. I think I will probably use my second wind,
Okay.
seeing as how I am still a little weak. So I'm gonna take a little bit more health and +2 power bonus.
Excellent.
And
So
that's
that's your entire round. And now it is good old Ghosty McKnight. And he's going to attack the Minotaur because he's
Smart
marked. And he hits the Minotaur for 16 points of damage.
Ouch.
Dude.
And that's all he's going to do.
My Minotaur is terrible armor class for a defender. I don't know why that
Ketchka.
is.
Ketchka, it is your turn.
It is.
Yes.
How wonderful. All right. I'm going to go for the cutting words again because that's pretty much all I can do.
Go for it.
So, here we go. 15 plus 6, 21 versus Will.
And that hits.
Whoopee! So I need to dig out the D8. I wasn't expecting to actually hit anybody today.
You could also just type whatever roll d8 into the thing.
I could, but that's so lame. Here we go. It's an 8 plus 4 for 12 psychic damage.
12. Excellent. So, he's bloodied.
Yay! Or
Does he look-
ectoplasmed.
Does he look angry?
Ectoplasmed.
You know, I can pull him too, which might get him farther away from. You know what? I'm going to pull him.
That's a great idea.
Can I pull him through Anna? She's prone. And he's
Uh,
hovering.
That's a good question.
You can.
Okay, I'm going to pull him 2 into the center of the room, like diagonally 2, closer to me. So maybe the Minotaur and Carlos are hopefully out of its area.
Yes. So, Anna is the only person. If that's where you're moving him, Anna would be the only person in his aura.
Okay.
Rats.
Well, I can
Okay.
anger him further later.
Regdar, you see, you hear a particularly vicious song come from the hallway, and then the ghost grimaces and is pulled into the center of the room.
Actually, this is good. I like this.
And he's
Thanks, Steve.
dripping
There's no
ectoplasm.
issues with pulling him through where we were or anything?
I did a good thing.
No.
Okay.
He's incorporeal, so he can phase, so he
Oh,
can
yeah.
just phase
Okay.
through people.
What a jerk.
So Regdar, it is your turn.
So, given my, my travels and looking at this guy, do I feel like this guy is resistant to necrotic damage?
You would know. Well, give me an Arcana roll.
I'm really good at that.
I know.
I believe I got an 18 on Arcana.
So you know that he's insubstantial. So he is. That gives you in game turns. You know what that does. So half damage for everything. And that.
Is there anything that it doesn't have the damage on?
No.
Okay. So does that tell me anything about his, like, if I'm going to do necrotic damage, will he care about that?
You don't know. You don't think he's immune to it. You do. You can guess, since he seems to be an undead, that he is immune to disease and poison.
Okay.
But anything else seems like.
But he
fair
doesn't have
game.
resistance to necrotic. Okay. All right, let's do a darkening flame on this guy. This target's reflex, since my attacks versus will have not been going very well. Oh wait, hold on. This does a ton of fire damage to everyone next to him.
What?
Well, there's
Why
only
would
one
you do
person
that?
next to him.
Let's
The
not.
one
do
who's been hurt the most.
I'm just
Uh,
saying.
Instead, we'll do illusory obstacles. So Kachka has dragged him over there. I'm going to fill the ghost's mind with the image of treacherous terrain appears in his minds and
Treacherous
disorients.
terrain? Well, that is
Yeah.
terrifying.
The room
It's like-
is
Oh
working.
my god, big rocks!
There are Legos all over the floor.
16,
That is
16
scary.
versus will.
There.
Don't joke about that.
Yep. You have a feeling that did not work.
Would a 20 versus will have worked?
You have a feeling that would not work.
Wow.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. I am not very useful. Okay, well that was my illusory objects. He is unable to charge. I don't think that will come up for him, but he's not able to.
Okay.
Sounds like that guy.
Well, just so you know, he's not going to charge, but he does phase, so that means he ignores difficult terrain anyway. So, not that
It could have also dazed him if it had hit.
well, that would have been good.
Yeah, it would have
Should have
been.
done that.
Yeah. Well,
No,
why
I-
did you do that part, Tony?
Well, I didn't roll high enough.
Oh, that would explain it. Asteron.
Wait, was
Great.
did that end up being versus reflex or will, Tony?
It ended up being versus will, which it turns out he's great at.
Apparently so. Good to
I would
know.
recommend if you have anything. I could do something versus reflex, but it would have set all of you on fire.
I appreciate not doing that. Astron will shift and will then try Roots of Stone,
Ooh.
which is a burst one, but he is the only person it targets. It's only enemies.
Okay.
He rolls a 20 versus AC.
And that does not hit.
Whoa!
This guy's tough.
Remember that time we got murdered by ghosts?
Makes me really sad. Well,
Good times.
wow. The point of that, yeah, this power makes an effect, which is a zone of rippling earth around me, but that doesn't actually do anything unless I hit. So I don't even understand.
Well, Earth is rippling around you now.
That's
Yes.
great. Hey, what's our action point
Those
situation?
visions of dangerous terrain have come true.
I will say that everyone has an action point. You did a long rest, right? You didn't.
That's
accept
right.
rest,
Yeah, we
so
did.
you
We're all
have
actioned
action
up.
points.
I'm deciding if it's worth doing now. I haven't managed to hit this guy yet.
Might
And
as
that's a
well.
good thank you for the reminder, Dan. Everyone has an action point. We all remember what that does. So
I will not use my action point right now, but I will make sure he is still marked.
you will ready your action point.
Yes.
Anna.
What does the marking do again? Does that make
Okay.
it makes
He
any
doesn't wanna
attacks
hit-
against anybody besides you worth less or something?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
minus
he's-
2 to attack anybody who's not me, and if he does attack someone who's not me, I get to hit him or do other stuff to him.
That's right. And
Nice.
depending on
Weird
your character, sometimes you'll get damaged if you attack someone, like automatically get damaged or have some kind of effect that is negative towards you. So marking is useful if you can do it.
Alright. Well,
Really, not very.
But does not impress Serenity in the slightest.
Yawn.
tired, but nothing to do with the game. I'm going to try Hand of Blight on
Oh,
him.
I like the sound of that.
Crackling black sphere gathers
Black
around
Sabbath
your
song.
hand. We'll see if this works. So, d20 plus 7. Nope.
Oh no.
I'm rolling very poorly.
Yes.
My
you are.
digital rolls. Well, I'm going to action point and try that again.
Oh, look at you.
It's a little bit better. A 16 versus reflex?
That's
Fortitude,
not
excuse me. Fortitude.
it. That hits even less.
Well,
How does it hit less than not hitting?
He's better at fortitude than he is at reflex.
I know. There's an existential question here.
I am standing now, also.
Okay, so now it is his turn, and he's going to take a minor action to challenge everyone in a close burst 3, which is currently everybody.
Everybody.
So...
Challenge us to what? Chess?
We'll find out. So let's say
Darts?
Cheesy.
Regdar.
Oh.
Okay, Regdar he hits. I mean, Ketchka he hits.
Does he hit by a lot?
He rolled a 31.
Well, that's not a challenge. That's just a beating. I don't get to roll something? I'm going to roll something. I don't care what you say.
Something. Regdar 16 versus Will.
I got a 19 on my feeble D20. Does nothing.
16 hits my will.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And Carlos, does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Your Will? Okay,
Yes,
so
it does hit my will.
you are
Will.
all...
Wait, what did he roll on me? Something
He
really
didn't
high?
roll anything on you because what this does is it draws you into him.
Oh.
Wait,
now everybody...
if he didn't target me, all
Well,
those
he
were minus
did target you, but
Oh,
I
did he
didn't
not
bother
hit me?
rolling because it just... I
You're
will
already
roll.
there.
2. I see. It doesn't do any damage.
Exactly. I
Gotcha.
rolled a natural 20 against you then, though.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so all it does is pull you towards him. It actually just pulls 2 squares, so Ketchko is 3 squares away.
No, I was only 2.
Oh, well.
I'm an honest
Oh,
bug.
that's right. Let's move you back. And now he's going to attack the Minotaur because he's marked. Oh, and you all know that he marked you all.
Oh, goody.
Well, we weren't going to attack
Mark
anybody
us all?
else.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
did you say any damage, or he just drags us in?
He's just dragged you. You all felt compelled to step up to this challenge.
Follow.
And I rolled,
Guy's a
Dan,
jerk.
I rolled a natural 20 against you on this, and I rolled a natural 1 on you for the attack. So
Oh,
Excellent.
it completely misses. He was
That's something, I guess.
He was so
Sweet.
excited. He was.
I stepped up to that challenge.
You did.
Yeah,
you did
bring it. Hit me.
stunningly.
Hit me.
He was like, ah.
I'll take lucky because we sure aren't good.
your best shot.
So, Ketchka, you are. You've been pulled into a position that you are not a fan of. And
Yes.
now everyone is within 1 square of our nightly specter, so you cannot shift away. You
And
can
it would
move
be
away.
unwise to launch a ranged attack to somebody that's adjacent to me. Is that correct?
That is correct, because that would be call for an attack of opportunity.
Right. I should point out though that he is flanked at this point, so
He is flanked, yes.
due to his
By-
challenging ways.
Carlos and Kachka, yes.
All right, then I'm going to use my little used melee basic with
Ooh.
my Githka.
Oh, the Githka appears out of nowhere.
It's yes, it just pops into existence.
I got a
What?
Githka
Where was
for
that
you.
Githka? Where was it? And suddenly it's there. And I get a +9 versus AC. The roll is a 17, so that's 26.
That hits.
All right. And I believe that's a 1d8 +5 with the hidden Githka.
Oh.
Crouching 3 hidden Githka. And that is a 4 + 5 is 9 damage.
9 damage. I'll round up. Excellent. Regdar. Oh, are you done, Ketchka? I should not assume that you are done. You still have a minor.
Oh, wait a minute. So this is technically he's granting combat advantage because he's flanked. Is that correct?
To you, yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Then blah, 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 blah. So when using, I have a surprise strike action, an encounter power. When using a basic attack or an at-will weapon attack power, you hit an enemy that is granting combat advantage to you,
Oh.
which means that the enemy is dazed until the end of my next turn.
Oh,
Nice.
that's good. I always forget what dazed does, but
Well, he can't take opportunity attacks when he's dazed,
see there
and he
you go.
grants combat advantage.
He can only take one attack or one action in his round. He can take
Ah,
a
that's right,
standard,
that's right.
a move, or a minor.
Excellent. Well, that is very helpful. So now he is dazed, so that means that anyone can move away from him without calling an attack of opportunity.
That sounds great. Can I do
And
that now?
given that all I've done is attack, I'm going to go ahead and step back into the hallway with my
There you
move
go.
action.
Excellent. And Regdar, you feel like you see the ghost is kind of blinking and seems a bit dazed, so you feel like now is your chance.
A nice big 10-foot step back from this ghost party. And seeing that his friends look kind of busy, he's going to kind of wiggle his fingers a little bit, and he's going to magic missile that ghost
All right.
for 7 damage. I probably threw a rock. Don't worry about it.
Almost
Excellent.
certainly.
They'll slam into him. He goes, "Ugh, ugh," but he's still alive. Or undead, as the case may be. Astron.
Well, Astro will also take advantage of this opportunity to shift here, so he can get flanking with Carlos.
Now you still can't shift.
Oh, why not? Oh, I can't shift at all?
You
Can
can't
I
shift at
I
all.
will move, and he can't attack me because he's dazed.
That is correct.
There. And I will whack him with Weight of Earth, assuming this strikes. So that's +2, 25 versus AC.
That hits.
Fabulous. He is going to take some damage. It looks like
I'll be the judge of that.
11.
He took that damage.
Oh, yeah, he did.
He is. It looks now. If a ghost could look worse than what being a ghost implies, he would in fact look that way. He looks close to his final ultimate death now.
Extra
But
dead.
He's still kicking.
So, like, ghost bloody is what you're telling me.
Yeah, well, he's been ghost bloody for a while.
Oh.
He's ghost teetering.
That's right. Carlos, you've been dragged off of the altar, and you are next to probably where you
Okay,
want
I'm
to
not
be
that
anyway.
Yep, I'm giving him another good whack with my battle wrath. 26.
That hits.
And do I get extra now? Because of Tony?
Yes,
You
you
do
do
get
actually.
+3. I can't believe we remembered that.
15.
I can't believe that either. 15. So it's your pointy mace
Tricol.
thingy.
Tricol.
Hits the body right. It passes through. As it's passing through, it seems to latch onto some ectoplasm and rips the ghost in half, and it dissipates.
Ooh.
Nothingness.
Carlos!
Hallelujah.
We may have, yeah. I think the +3 was actually to your chance to hit, not to the.
This is true. Did it matter?
Ghost is back to life.
12. It does not matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Carlos,
he was pretty
Carlos,
close
yeah!
to death. I think it wouldn't matter.
You.
He had 3 hit points.
Yeah, that did not matter.
You have
That was
Dead.
a very
Yay!
victorious.
Nice job,
Pocket this
guys.
orb. Get out of here.
Nice job.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to touch that orb again? I
Not
feel
me.
very unhappy about touching
I mean,
it.
how many ghosts could live in here? Roll
Yeah.
Arcana to find out how many ghosts live in there.
So many ghosts.
All of them.
No, I have a feeling the orb is going to be necessary sometime later.
Yeah, we worked,
There's a
we
ghost
worked
for
really
every
hard
grain
to
of
obtain
sand.
that orb.
Right. And I'm taking the plate mail, or whatever it is.
Where are you gonna keep the plate mail?
I got places. Don't question me.
He's got a plate mail guy. He's gonna fence that through.
Oh, all right. I'm more concerned about how you're gonna carry it. It's pretty.
Is that too heavy to tote around?
Well, you could probably hide it somewhere, and then on the way out, pick it up and kind of drag it along. It would be difficult to take it with you.
Oh man, we can totally go sledding on it in the sand dunes.
Tell you what, I'm going to take one gauntlet, because
Okay.
I like the gauntlet,
That's fine.
and I'm going to stash the rest of it kind of in the corner of this room.
I just want to
here.
make sure I don't have any magic that could help us bring it. I mean, that I might have just learned.
What?
I'm going to take the other gauntlet. Why not?
Excellent.
I take the
We
hat.
can throw it down later if we need to do
It's a helm.
My horns.
Yeah. Dan, it's a helm. It's a magic hat.
It's a helm.
Sorry. I'll take the helm and punch 2 holes in it for my horns. It'll be great.
Is it a diadem?
Shall we take a
Totally
short
ruined
rest?
resale value. You search the room. All you find is the chalice and the orb. The altar has strange markings on it that you have never seen.
Oh, I totally forgot about the chalice.
You can. No one has taken
Summon
either the
ghost
orb
number 2.
or the chalice.
The chalice looks like it might have some good resale value.
Is the chalice full of ghosts?
They both.
No,
So
the
the
chalice
orb.
is full of buttons that would disable the ghost from appearing.
Of course. Why didn't we drink from the chalice?
They are, or the chalice is ornate. The orb is looks like it's made of solid metal. The chalice is also made of metal, so immediately it is worth a lot of money. It has strange markings on it. You don't know what they mean. As Anna and Regdar notice, they are emanating magic, so you think that they are powerful. You're not sure what they do, but they
Is there
are.
anything in the chalice? It's empty.
The chalice is empty. You do
Weird
notice
screams.
that
I'm going to pick up the chalice because it seems like it would get
Oh,
some.
you're totally gonna have to fight the ghost of a chalice now.
like it would be a good icebreaker down at the
You
pub.
never know.
Nothing.
No,
happens. You have
this
to-
is my chalice.
Yeah.
What could you
This whole thing.
roll a
Step
d20
in.
for me, Ketchka?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Roll for chalice.
Saving
for
throw.
chalice.
Save versus chalice.
Say versus-
15.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to be out in the hall here. Just whatever. Tell me what to do.
It's a good place.
Should
like
we take a short rest?
I'm
I would like to heal because I
in
got
favor of
I got
that.
hit.
So I have a gauntlet and a magic chalice, right?
You do, and the orb is just sitting on the altar.
So we need to return this thing to the Yellow Castle, if I'm not mistaken.
Anna, you don't want to. You don't want to take that orb that you've already touched it.
Yeah, I might as well take it.
Nice.
Are we
Ghost
taking-
appears.
Sorry, did we decide we were taking a short rest here?
I'm resting.
Yeah.
And
Can
Anna,
you
could
sing us a
you,
little song?
Anna,
So-
could
Keep
you
an eye
roll
on-
a d20 for me?
I'm doing
Encounter
fine.
powers are back.
Plus anything or just a straight d20?
You can. No, just a d20.
11.
Okay. Thank you.
Steve, what's your charisma modifier? I think we get a bonus.
I've got a 4, and yes, you do.
Sweet.
So
14.
anybody spending a healing surge gets plus 4.
That's me. I'm good.
What was that?
Due to my song of rest.
Yay.
What's that song? What's that?
That
That's
puts
good
them almost to full.
I'm taking damage during this rest somehow.
You should.
So you're resting it here. Nothing happens. You're
well, that was a success.
you get rested, but no one
We
attacks.
did it. We rested. Good job, everybody.
Should we? There's another door out here. That last door went great, so I assume we should just continue onwards.
I feel like we should scoop up some of that green goo in my new chalice. See what happens.
No.
I'm gonna leave
No?
that one to you, buddy.
You can
Yeah,
if you
I
like.
mean-
I'm not going to stop you.
You know,
I'm
some
gonna-
fungi have healing properties.
I'm going to go to the south to this door, and I'm going to give it a listen.
Okay.
Perception check.
The listening thing has
13.
worked out so well so far.
13. You do not hear anything.
I too will listen. I get a 12.
Let's just
I
all
hear
slam
less
up
than
against
Carlos.
the door.
Hey, Asteron, I'm already listening here.
No, you weren't listening. Well, Minotaurs have very sensitive ears.
Did you hear anything?
Can you even
No.
get your ear up against the door with those giant horns?
Clang.
That's
You
offensive.
turn a certain
Shh,
way.
I can't listen to this door with you two bickering.
So what did you roll?
I,
there's a lot of talk, and I don't know. What to
Way.
do.
I rolled a 12. It was less than what he rolled.
You do not hear anything. So the
Seems
door.
good, guys.
You're all pressed up against the door, apparently.
Does it have a lock?
Hello, hello.
It does not have a lock. You feel like you could push it and it would open.
Is that just self-confidence? I bet
not
you I can
feel a
open this
lock?
door.
Embedded
Okay, I'm
into
gonna-
this door.
I'm going to push the door open.
Rashness
I'm gonna-
modifier.
I'm going to push the door open because that's what Carlos does.
Carlos
Oh boy.
does things. Okay, so. Boop.
Carlos is a man of action.
Oh, God.
Ooh, it's a big one.
Whoa.
Oh.
This seems bad.
See, this is good podcasting.
Tell us what we see, Scott.
You see this image that's on your screens.
No.
Paint us a
Not
picture
work
with
for
your
the
words,
theater.
Dungeon Master.
I'm just kidding. Let's see. So you open the door. You see this room, and in a niche in the southern wall of this room, an 8-foot-tall, vaguely humanoid creature made of fused bones sits on a throne.
Bones again.
4 statues,
Boy.
apparently carved from the floor, which doesn't really make any sense, stand around the chamber. Each statue is a humanoid creature with snake-like scales that wears twisting scarves of solidified wind.
Sounds friendly.
Yeah,
Yes.
that makes sense too.
That doesn't either. A great stone cauldron sits on the northern side of the chamber, directly across from the throne. And I believe Anna has a 18 passive perception.
15.
15. Somebody has an 18. Astron, you notice that in the direction of the cauldron, you can hear kind of low whispers. You can't really make out what is being whispered. There's a number of different languages, and it's all kind of muttering. But you hear it. You can't really. It's not
Did
intelligible.
anyone ever tell you it wasn't polite to whisper?
Let's go back over here.
So does this creature of bone appear to be moving, doing anything? Does it appear to be alive?
Hanging out.
It appears to
Just chillin'?
be just chilling, like a
Villain?
Like
statue.
boss.
That
some
doesn't.
kind.
That doesn't rhyme.
Given our ability to detect the ancient architecture in the previous room with the altar, can we determine whether this is similar to that room in terms of age or religious value?
Sure, you can roll a perception check.
Okay, let's do that.
Do it.
Do it. Do it now. 13.
It looks like a room.
Ah.
It's got some walls,
Good.
a floor.
Very
There are these
Does anybody
four
want to roll against
statues.
feng shui?
Now, I'm assuming you've peered in. You haven't entered the room yet, so let me know if you want to enter the room. You can see on the map
Nope,
now.
I'm good.
You guys are all
Let's go.
still.
Let's go home, guys. I
Take
got to
that
go.
armor and sell it.
I'm gonna roll perception on that cauldron.
To do what?
To tell you what the deal is. What's going on with that cauldron?
Okay.
I want to know more. Tell me more about the cauldron.
All right. Well, with
Tell
that
me
roll,
11 worth without the cauldron.
you hear whispers coming from the cauldron.
That cauldron is whispering about me. I don't like it.
I got a
Have
chalice.
you told everybody else that
Yes.
the whispers are
That
emanating from the
cauldron
cauldron?
is whispering, I say under my breath.
That's
It
pretty
seemed
weird.
only
And I almost got
appropriate.
killed by a lobster today.
Is
been
it
a
an empty
rough
cauldron,
day.
or is there some sort of liquid in it?
Well, no one has gone into the room yet,
Yeah.
so you can't tell.
All right, I'm
I,
going to shame
uh,
on.
I think the dungeon master wants us to go into the room.
No, hey, you guys could leave. You can do whatever you like. I'm just saying, if you can't
Let's
see
leave.
what's in a cauldron, if you're
Guys,
not looking
let's
into it.
let's go back outside to those obelisks and just set up
boy.
let's set up this as like a tourist trap. Like where we
Alright,
send
I'm
people
gonna go
in.
look in the cauldron. Against my better judgment.
So tell me
The
exactly
mystery
the
spot.
route that you're taking.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna come into the room.
Mm-hmm.
That was
and-
your first mistake.
Yeah, probably.
Give those statues a wide berth.
Yeah, well, exactly. I'm gonna come into the room and do an Arcana check.
Okay.
But what are you going to do with the room?
I'm going to do an Arcana check on the room.
I like you.
So-
There's a giant creature made of fused bone just sitting on a chair, and you're like, yeah, but like, what's going on in this pot over here? Like,
What's in the pot?
what's for dinner?
Delicious.
It's
I'm
whispering,
sneaky.
though, and the bone guy is doing nothing except chilling.
If I
That is
move
true.
more than 3 squares, I have concealment until the end of my next turn, so that might
That is
help.
true. You are wrapped in swirling darkness, and
Yeah.
shadows.
So I'm gonna.
Me too.
I've got a 25 on Arcana for anything weird going on in the room.
Well, whispering cauldrons, I think, are weird.
Pretty high up there. Anything to do with these pillars? Anything?
Well, what are you going to do? You need to. Looking at them, they just look like statues. I mean, on the map, they look like pillars, but in the room, they look like those wacky statues. You could get close to one to examine it more.
What could go wrong?
I would recommend staying away from the statues and taking a
Yeah.
circuitous route towards.
You know that
the cauldron, if that's where you're
they're
going.
affixed to the floor.
All the
they-
better reason to stay away from them.
They seem to be made of stone. You can tell that it seems like this room was carved out, and as they were carving out the room, they carved out the statues at the same time.
Mm. Well, I worry about going straight across and then up to the cauldron because of our friend the bone guy.
Are there any buttons on the statues?
You have to get closer to any details.
Well, now that I'm in this room, really, I don't really want to get close to a statue.
The next dungeon we go into, we're
Hey,
bringing like a
guys!
telescope and a really big stick, and we're interacting with everything from
Well,
across the room.
she's got the floating eye or whatever it is. She doesn't need to be in the room.
No, different character. I'm pretty sure.
No, that's this character. You've got
That's
that
yours.
floating eyeball.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right, sensing eye.
I was
Forgot
like,
about
how would
that.
Steve know about your other characters?
I don't know. I was very confused, but I have two different powers that do similar things. Okay. That's right. That's right. Okay. Well, I guess I could do that. So I can see the square in front of the cauldron, so I'll drop a sensing eye in front of it.
Okay.
And I can determine line of sight, etc. So I'm going to do.
You could practically be over it.
That's true. I could be one more into the cauldron. Depends on how that works. I'm going to do an Arcana roll on the cauldron, another 25.
So the cauldron is certainly magical somehow. There's something magical about it because normal cauldrons once again do not
Don't
contain
whisper.
Talking
whispers.
scary voices? Yeah.
Wait, I've got an idea.
Yeah.
May I?
You have the floor.
All
Famous
right, I will-
last words.
I'll poke my head in.
Oh, boy.
Like Anna, I too have a psionic power. Mine is far hearing. Choose one square, you can see within 10 squares of you.
Is your eye still hovering over there? I want to know if there's anything in the cauldron.
Yeah, what's in the cauldron?
Well, you said you put your eye next to the statue. Do you want to move it into
No. I moved it. I said I put it right in, like, on top of the cauldron. Right here.
I'm gonna put.
Can you see that?
Remember
There.
back when Anna used to have a sensing eye before?
Creepy.
I've added a creepy eye.
That is pretty creepy. Yeah, so what can the eye see?
So the eye sees that the cauldron is empty.
Interesting.
Well, in that case, I can
Except
choose
for the whispers. It's
one
chock full of
square.
whispers.
It is
Yeah, but-
full of whispers, but they are not visible whispers. Which would
Well,
be
that's
even
why I'm trying to use
more-
my ear thing.
But I'm sure nobody is trying to do anything about that. So
No.
Astron turns around and goes home.
Hey Dan, you should use your whisper or your ear and listen.
Not
to
anymore. Just nope. Done.
So would you like to use some sort of spectral ear, perhaps?
I will note that the flavor text on this says, for a moment, you can hear even distant whispers. So that is the power that I am using right now. I put
All
my
right.
ear
Oh, boy.
right next to the eye, and we made
Oh.
half a person now.
I have a floating body part that I can send over there too.
Mm,
Tony could probably squeeze his quarterstaff in somewhere.
Thanks, Carlos Danger.
oh boy.
Oh boy. So you hear a lot of different voices. They're still whispering. It's louder now because you're right over the cauldron, but they're not yelling or anything. They are in fact whispering. You can hear. What languages does your character speak?
My character is very well spoken in the languages of Common and apparently Dwarven.
You can talk to Carlos. So you hear fragments.
He's a Mull. I don't speak Mullish.
Mullen.
Of, you hear fragments of
Brothers
Dwarven. You
McMullen.
hear fragments of Common. You hear fragments of other languages that you recognize but you don't understand. But they're not really making any sense to you. They're not actually. They're constantly whispering, but they aren't saying anything.
Fascinating.
Hmm.
Or weird. Possibly weird.
Possibly
Pretty
both.
useless too.
I got nothing. It's weird. They're whispering.
I don't like this, and I'm concerned about the bone guy.
It's always a good idea to be concerned about the bone guy.
It's true. Unless you're in your doctor's office.
What's your... If you've got a bone guy who lasts longer than 4 hours.
Jeez.
Well, geez,
The part, yes, the
There's
part
a
of
little
the
Steve
crowd.
Lutz in
The
all
part
of
of
us.
Steve Lutz will be played by the crowd tonight.
tough work if you can get it there.
Well, what
Anna, when Anna, ugh, I'm having some kind of an episode. As Anna and Asteron are doing, listening and looking with disembodied body parts, is anybody else doing anything?
Just chilling.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Rek'Dar?
Somebody, I'm gonna go sit in the lap of the bone guy.
I am going to use
No, I'm not
That's
actually.
pretty
Oh, okay.
thought projection to suggest to him that that's a bad idea.
Mr.
I will-
Statue.
I will, however, bravely step 2 more squares forward towards the door, so I can watch the eventual demise of the 2 idiots that went in the room.
Mr. Dungeon Master,
Sorry, the room.
Yes. Tony has the floor.
how close would I have to get to one of these statues to totally check it out?
You would have to get next to it.
Hey
Let's do
there,
it.
statue.
Okay, so you're standing next to the statue. It is
It murders you.
it's a
You
half
roll
man,
perception, and therefore your eyes are removed.
half reptile.
Which half?
Only
left
half?
and
That's
right.
a bit of a reptile dysfunction.
So roll a perception check.
That's not promising. That would be 10 plus math is
Dan, that was so bad it kills you now.
that's 11.
Okay, so you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary.
Like
With
something like the statue. I don't notice the statue killing me or anything.
You don't.
That wouldn't be out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
True.
One of
Nothing
your
seems
standard death statues.
it just seems like a normal statue.
Creepy and off-putting, but not
And
magic.
half reptile.
It's
Are there,
too-
Exactly.
are there doors to the south there?
Yes, there are doors to the south.
We
Maybe
could
there's
just leave
nothing
this
in here.
hella spooky room and go down there.
Have we ever seen a reptile?
Have you?
Yeah, there's all kinds of reptiles. Reptiles and bugs. What we're short on is mammals.
All right. I'm new on Athos.
Where'd you come from?
I'm not telling.
It's
Were you
not
hatched
a-
yesterday? Backstory.
Bug from outer space.
So,
Come to
Carlos,
save
are
the
you gonna do anything?
human race.
No.
Okay, is anybody doing anything?
I'm tempted to just go over to the bone thing and just kind of give it a whack and see what happens. But
I'm just gonna go
Carlos,
step
follow your
over and
heart.
inspect
Follow
the
your
bone,
heart.
the bone guy
Follow your heart.
from a respectful distance.
Okay, so define.
And I
a
step in
respect.
like maybe over here and take a good gander at him. See if I
Sure. And as you pass by the statue, could you roll a perception check for me?
can I leap over the statue?
You could have if you had said that, but you
Oh,
didn't. so-
but I thought it.
That would be a really great idea for next time, Steve.
All right, what am I
roll
rolling?
another 3 green.
Roll a d20 for me, a perception check.
It's better that I don't. I got a 20.
Okay, so as you're passing the statue, you notice that wind is kind of whipping up, and this wind seems particularly strong, and it hits you for 5 points of damage.
That's some serious wind.
You get hurled 5 squares across the room towards another statue.
Oh, that's convenient.
It is, which wind whips up around it, and you are then hurled 5 squares into this cauldron.
Oh no! Oh no!
Now, roll a d20.
Fortunately, it's empty.
Except for the whispers.
You're full of whispers, Steve.
Step in. The whispers are fine.
Steve, give me a reflex.
I'm doing it. That's a 15. Is there any modifiers I should apply here?
Your reflex.
My reflex is 14.
Your modifier to your reflex.
Reflexes don't have modifier.
Didn't think I had a. Yeah.
Oh, I meant dexterity.
Dexterity. Ah, yeah. There you go.
Oh, that's a 2, so 17.
Okay, so it is trying to hurl you into the cauldron, clearly, but you are on these kind of like the cauldron's on this like a plinth, a short plinth, and so you almost teeter into the cauldron, but you are you're slammed against the cauldron, and you're on the plinth there.
Hey, Kachka, see if you can figure out what that whisper stuff is while you're over there.
Hey, it's really loud over here, guys.
Shout it to us when you find
Also,
out.
watch out for the wind.
Yes. And so, there you go. So what's going to...
Asteron thinks he's going to go down and join Carlos. Like that. This is the route he is taking, very carefully.
And so, as you hit the cauldron, Steve, you take 5 necrotic damage.
5 cauldron damage.
Necrotic damage from a cauldron?
And 5 ongoing psychic damage.
Because you got beat up by a cauldron.
That's right.
And the wind.
Do I take any now or just at the beginning of
the
a
wind,
turn?
the wind,
which there
the wind.
isn't right now.
You'll take 1 at when we start.
5
so
ongoing
about to-
shame damage.
And then...
What the?
Whirling dust devils appear just at like the split second that Ketchka hits the cauldron. These
Ringing it like a bell.
devils
Oh.
appear. And so let's roll for initiative.
Do they look whispery?
Oh, goody.
Do they look friendly?
Yes, they do.
So friendly.
He's a happy little dust devil.
They are so happy.
24.
What about 5?
God, I thought I rolled well that time.
Okay, 1 second, everybody. Okay. Regdar.
16.
Alright. Astron.
17.
Okay.
Show off.
Eat it.
Carlos.
23.
What?
Oh. Anna.
25.
That's not even a number.
Actually, that's a lie.
24.
18. For some reason, I added the wrong modifier.
I was so impressed.
Yes.
What's your plus?
It's just 1. It's an 18 total.
That would be really hard to get 25 with that thing.
Yes. Yes, it was. I added my normal roll for.
Did you
Yeah.
attack the initiative?
I
Roll
attacked
for-
the
roll for
initiative.
cheating.
You missed.
And Ketchka.
Yes.
5.
Well, the hitting the cauldron has discombobulated you.
Clearly discombobulated.
Okay, so everybody is where they say they are on the map, so that means that Anna is near the door. Our friend Regdar is right next to one of these clearly booby-trapped statues. Our
Obviously
friend
trapped.
Clearly.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Astron and Carlos are right next to each other, about 15 feet from this bone
Hugging each
construct.
other closely. Ghosts!
And Ketchka is kind of
Scoob?
teetering on the edge of this
on a plinth.
non-friendly cauldron.
I'm on a plinth.
With 2
I can't
They're
complain.
dust devils. So they're whirling whirlwind
Thank you.
dust that are kind of just hanging out there that appeared. They look like they're fast. And Carlos, what do you do?
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go over to the bone statue thing and just give it a giant whack because I don't trust it and I think it's evil.
Famous last words.
Okay.
Excellent.
Do I do a regular attack roll?
Roll to attack.
23.
Roll for
That hits.
suicide.
That would hit.
Come on, he's the problem here, people.
He didn't do anything. He was just sitting in a
And
chair.
I'm in my battle wrath stance as always, and that
I
means
tried
it's 19.
taking out the obvious ringleader at one point, and now we're all tattooed. So, good luck with that.
Oh, snap. All right, so you hit it. A little chunk of bone pops off of its shin, we'll say, and it doesn't react at all.
Chunk of bone.
Now the dust devils, on the other hand, they react. Let's see, what do they want to do? They are going to.
They want to drift away from Kachka.
That's right. They want to go.
Oh no.
Oh, towards
Oh,
That's not
Tordana.
nice.
Also, the police are coming for you, Scott. Goodbye.
I
Yeah.
just assumed the Dust Devils.
I thought that was Dust Devils. Yeah.
Dust Devils are screaming.
They are the howling winds.
In Philadelphia, the cops are so crooked, they're dust devils. It's really tragic.
I have nothing to say to that. Ella, this dust devil really quickly comes up next to you. You feel you're buffeted by these winds. Little pebbles are hitting you, some sand in your eyes, and it seems to want to grasp at you with this wind for 17 versus reflex.
Versus reflex, that will hit.
Okay, so you are kind of pummeled by some rocks, and you take 11 points of damage,
Okay.
and then it slides you to next to the statue.
Of course.
Does a 11 versus reflex hit.
No.
Okay. So you feel it's hard to feel. There's a lot of wind all of a sudden in this room.
But we're
but
underground.
Well, it's creepy. So you feel like this at the statue is trying to push you perhaps towards the cauldron, but it failed. And Astron does a 19 versus reflex hit you.
Yes.
Yeah. So you take 12 points of damage,
Ouch.
and you are slid towards this statue.
Great.
And then 11 reflex, I'm sure, does not hit you. either.
No.
All right.
Thank God. Wait, hold on. 11?
Yes.
Rick! My reflex is 11.
No.
Oh, all right.
I'm very slow.
Then you take 2 points of damage, and you are hurled across the room to this statue.
This is not good for me. Jane, stop this crazy thing!
And I rolled a natural 1, so there you stay.
Jane has listened to your wishes.
I think you guys have gathered what the point of this room might be. Anna, it is your turn.
Yeah, I
All
figured
right.
it out. You just gotta keep hitting the bone statue.
Carlos, master tactician.
I just hit things.
Well,
This guy looked big, so
I'm
I hit
gonna
him.
shift away from that ridiculous thing.
It's role playing. Come on.
10 experience points to Jason for roleplaying.
Creepier, Jason. Creepier.
Woo! Okay, so I guess the Dust Devils are probably our first priority to.
Bone statue.
Creepier, Jason.
Oh boy.
Bone statue.
That's pretty creepy. That's good. Once more for safety.
Bone statue.
Oh, that's the one I want.
Oh. Okay.
Bone stat me?
Cops are coming
Yeah.
again.
Bone stat me.
Bone stat you!
Forget about it.
I like the fact that you're huddled under a scarf and you're wearing
Yeah, I like
Steven's
your
gloves
gloves.
there.
Mhm.
You're
I put on-
frozen.
I put on the scarf.
You turned into a street urchin.
Lauren knitted these. I saw spare some bone statue fragments.
It is suddenly
just a
strangely
sliver
Dickensian in the
in my
Snell
cup.
garage.
Bone statue.
Please, sir, may I have some more?
Okay, Anna, what would you like to
Okay.
do?
Well, after getting out of this Oliver fantasy, I'm going to.
Fantasy.
I'm gonna send an Eldritch Blast at a. Well, oh no, shoot.
So there
I
are
guess
two
The Dust Devils.
equally distant from you. Equidistant.
Yes.
That's a word.
All right. Well, I've already shifted, so I will cast Warlock's Curse on this guy,
Okay.
and then I will
We'll call
attack
that-
him.
Dust Devil 1.
Great. I'm gonna attack him with Hand of Blight.
Oh.
I'll hand you some blight.
21 versus Fortitude.
21 versus Fortitude. Yes.
Yay! Oh, that's exciting. All right. So I channel a black sphere of energy into my hands, and I send it out to the Dust Devil. Now that's going to do, let's see, 1d8 plus 5.
Is your eye still rolling around?
No, it's gone. It can go away.
Bye-bye, eye.
Goodbye. It can come back later. I get that. I'm going to spend Fell Might to get an extra d6.
Oh,
Or d8, sorry.
that's even better.
Which I get an 8 on, so 8 more damage. And in addition,
So that's what?
is that 2d6,
14.
Dan? I can't figure out the...
Sorry, what's the question?
It's additional effects, plus 1d6, plus 1d6 to damage once per turn, Warlock's Curse. Is that 2d6
Yes,
that I'm rolling?
I think you have a feat that gives you an additional plus d6,
All right.
as I recall.
So I'm additionally rolling another 12.
Nice.
So 14 and
Nice.
12, so 26.
Way to go.
26 points O damage.
Yes.
Yes. Devil.
Into that Dust Devil right there.
And to Dust Devil number 1. Dust Devil number 1 is also bloodied.
All right, and the good
Yeah.
news is on top of that, the target grants combat advantage until the end of my next turn.
Nice.
Well done, Anna. As you hold this black orb of energy, it crackles into the Dust Devil and weakens it considerably using magic. Oh.
Warlock.
I see
Juice.
nothing.
Astaroth,
No magic.
you've been hurled perilously close towards this cauldron with your buddy Kachka plinth'd near.
That's a verb?
It
Oh
is
yeah,
now.
the kids are really into plinthing right now.
It's all the rage with the Thrycreans.
I'm going to... So this is the one that Anna just hit. This guy who's bloody is the one that Anna just hit with her orb of darkness.
Oh, and actually, I apologize. You've started your turn here, so... Oh, nothing happens.
Okay. Can I charge this guy? Any problem with that?
No problem.
All right. I'm going to do a goring charge. One of these days, I'll actually hit with it. It'll be great. Probably not today. That's a 17 with my charge bonus.
That does not hit. You feel like you were really close.
All
but
right.
You failed.
I will mark him
Okay.
as a free action, and therefore I'm done.
Okay. Gonna give him some kind of... I'll give him a wrench. Don't know why. Regdar.
I brained him with a wrench.
All right, Regdar is ready to
Oh, wait,
pull
one
out
second.
some arc lightning.
All right, so you take 4 points of damage,
Okay.
and you are hurled next to this.
Oh, that happens just at the start of my turn.
It does. Oh, but you feel like the wind picks up, but kind of stutters out and cannot move you towards the cauldron.
Okay.
And now you can.
So I would like to arc lightning the two Dust Devils.
Okay.
So let's start with the bloodied one, because this can target up to 2 foes.
Do they need to be? They're probably well within range of each other. So,
They just need to be within range 20 of me.
well, that is clearly the case.
Lightning leaps from my outstretched hand, weaving safely through your allies to slam into your foes. It's probably just an optical illusion.
I think it's
Static electricity.
That's right.
Yeah. That's really good. That would be a 24 versus reflex on the bloodied one, and a
That hits.
crit on the
Nice.
second one.
That misses.
Oh.
I kid. Ha ha. Little D&D humor.
So the first one will take 7 damage. The bloodied one will take 7 damage, and I guess it's max damage because I rolled a crit on the other one.
That's
So
right.
he will take 11 damage.
All right.
That's like the most useful thing I have done this entire day.
That's right.
Good job.
Do I have a
the rest of the day
sense
off.
of,
Better late than never.
So I've done a standard action.
Yep.
Do I have a sense of how these statues work in terms of like, can I go somewhere to be safe, or is like the whole room bad?
So you can tell that you have to stand next to it to trigger the statues. So anywhere not next to them
Is bad. Is good.
is good.
So how about I shift next to Anna over here so I get a little bit further for all the statues I was adjacent to.
All right.
So I'm now kind of moving into the middle of the room, hopefully not to be killed by dust devils. The end.
And excellent. So now the bone construct that is sitting on the throne.
Oh, you guys, you said he was just sitting. That was nothing bad was going to happen.
I lied.
I told you guys! I told you! I told you!
Carlos, you look really correct right before you get killed by this bone thing.
I took a chunk out of his shin. Remember
Never
that.
trust
I
the
know.
bone guy.
Its skull swivels and its
That was
eye
my favorite
sockets
shin.
stare at Carlos. It stands up incredibly quickly.
And it turns out the shin was a crucial piece, and it falls to the floor.
Collapses to death. No, it doesn't do that. It has these. You notice now that you're close to it, Carlos, that it has a bunch of bone spurs all over its body.
I noticed that before.
Carlos Danger, the mole dwarf,
He knows it.
MD.
And so he
get those
stands
look
up
at.
and he's going to just rake your body with some bone spurs.
That's
Rip your
hot.
body.
Bone spurs, you can
body.
get those removed.
Not so good.
They're very painful
Good.
bone spurs.
He has them on his forearm, so he's going to go 1-2 against Carlos here.
Oh boy.
And, well, this is a bit. I rolled double ones, so they both miss.
Phew.
And then he explodes.
Ha! Your shins! Ha!
Oh, and then he takes an action point and does it again.
Oh.
Oh.
And he hits once, so there you go. Well, I'm assuming he hits once.
What?
22 versus AC?
Oh, I have 21. Okay. Yep.
What? You take 11 points of damage.
All right.
And, yes, there we go. So that's the bone construct. We'll say he's standing up over here now. Ketchka,
Yes.
you are,
I'm plinth.
you're plinth. You take 5 points of, you take all that damage I told you about earlier.
Yeah, it's 5, right?
Yes.
I think it was 5.
And, you're immobilized as well. Try to,
Wait,
save
what?
versus
Where
immobilization.
did that come from?
I didn't read that part.
All right, so I'm saving versus the thing I should have. All right, first of all, I'm bloodied from my necrotic damage. And my save comes up 17.
All right, you are not immobilized.
I'm totally not immobilized. I'm so mobile.
You are.
Plinthing. Can I identify whether this? I mean, how large is this cauldron? Is it enormous? Is it look like something that's
you
movable?
It's like a
are-
3 Korean hot tub.
You notice that this plinth is much like the statues. It seems like they carved this cauldron and plinth out as they were carving out the room, so it can't be moved.
Top line is not an option then.
You estimate that so you're so close, so you can see it is empty, the cauldron.
I'm close. I'm on the plinth, dude.
You are. There is a way to get closer. You can crawl in if you like.
Oh.
And if you do crawl in, you'll know
tempting.
that
Good idea.
there will be room for 3 other people in there, so it can hold 4 medium creatures.
Interesting. That's an interesting
Settled-
fact.
we
I
can
feel
settle
very
down
enriched
here.
having learned that.
So one of us could turn against the other 4 and turn them into soup in this cauldron.
Yes.
What I'm going to do here is I'm going to move away from the cauldron. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move over here to. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm going to go step over here by my Minotaur friend in the center of the room, away from all of the windy statues.
Okay.
I'm going to use my Minor to kick off my Scald's Aura, in case anybody like myself requires healing at some point. And I'm going to fire off some cutting words towards my friend the Dust Devil that's bloodied over here.
All right.
And the result of that... we'll have to wait until I get the die from behind the speaker. It's a 17 plus 6 versus Will, so 23 v Will.
That hits.
Okay? And that does 10 damage.
All right. That Dust Devil does not look very good.
Okay. I think that pretty much does it for the 3 crane.
All right, Carlos, you're.
Oh, do I need to save? Can I throw off this necrotic damage, or is it just a constant feature of the 3 crane now?
You've got ongoing 5 psychic damage, so you can save at the start of your next turn.
At the start of my next turn.
Yes.
Why not this turn?
Because he said so. He was right.
But if you save, you will not take the damage. So.
Okay.
But if you really want to roll now, you can. It doesn't matter.
No, that's okay. I'll wait.
Carlos, your suspicions
Yes.
were correct. The big bone guy was in fact an enemy. It has attempted to hit you and failed miserably 3 out of 4 times.
Stupid bone guy.
There are 2 dust devils whirling about. You are next to a very attractive throne that is empty, so you can sit in it if you
Sit
like.
on it, Carlos.
And the bone construct is right next to you.
I am going to attack him again with my Trical.
All right.
21.
That hits.
And I am going to use my Power Strike, which is a special power where I get to do double damage. 1 time in an encounter.
Oh, all right. So how much damage is that?
That's 2d10 plus 18,
Nice.
2d10 plus 18.
which is 23.
That's a lot of damage.
Sweet.
18 seems like a lot, Jason. Is that correct? You don't add the you don't double the modifier. Just
I don't double the modifier? No, I totally double the modifier.
No.
No, shit.
2 weapon
Well, then
damage means
well-
roll 2 dice and then add the modifier to that.
I'm going to roll a 90-sided die.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
Okay. Then I'll roll again. 19.
All right.
That's still pretty good.
Not
that
as
is still
good
pretty good though.
as 23, but still very good.
It's actually better than what you would have had if you had just taken off the modifier.
It's true.
You shouldn't mention that.
Yeah.
Okay. It is looking fine. Anything else that you would like to do?
I'm going to...
Move, shift.
What's looking fine? The throne, the bone guy, Carlos. What?
Everybody's
I'm
looking fine.
I'm actually gonna take. I'm
You
gonna take
looking
my.
fine.
I'm gonna take my action point and hit him again.
Oh, you didn't somebody take an action point?
No,
took an
we
action
talked
point?
about it.
Oh, there was some talk of action.
Oh, Anna.
I took an
Anna
action
used
I
hers.
took mine. Yeah.
Okay.
I took mine to miss again. Miss twice.
Well, then go for it, Carlos. I'm old. I can't remember.
All
these
right.
things.
I am swinging 15.
15 versus AC hits.
All right. 11 damage this time. Oh, actually 13 because I'm in my battle wrath. 13.
All right. It is bloodied.
Yeah.
That was fearsome.
This is all I get to do. I live
blood
for
is
hitting
purple.
people.
It is good.
Hard to calm him down sometimes after the fight. He just still wants to just hit people.
He just wants to.
We go to the bar and he's like, "I'm just gonna hit
the
this guy." We're
bar!
like, guys. When I
In
said hit the
retrospect,
bar,
had we just followed Carlos's lead and beaten the hell out of that bone thing before it got up, we'd probably be in a lot better shape right now.
Probably.
I like to hit
feel like
things.
I've learned a lot.
What can I say?
Oh, actually, that's going to stay there. So it's the Dust Devil's turn.
As dust devils do.
And this one is going to. It speeds up, and it moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm totally
really
taking
ominous.
opportunity
Oh,
attack
yeah.
as it does that. unless
So
it's
this is a
shifting.
shift, so there are
Are
no
you
opportunity
kidding me?
attacks.
Well, he was marked by me though.
And so he's hit everybody that he passes.
What?
Never mind. I guess I'm useless here.
That's crap.
So Asteron, he's this is versus
So that
Fortitude.
Dust Devil just whirled across the room and hit all of us.
Yes.
Right.
So
Good
13
times.
versus Fortitude, Asteron.
Nope.
All right. 10 versus Fortitude on Ketchka. I'm sure that does
Missed
not.
me.
What is that? 24 on Anna versus Fortitude.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, so you fall prone. That's all that happens.
Oh.
It's 21 versus Fortitude Regdar.
Yeah, by a lot.
Okay. And so then it's going to attack you, Regdar.
What? I'm harmless.
19 versus Reflex.
That does not seem good for old Regdar. Regdar will use Shield, which gives me +4 to my AC or Reflex.
Okay.
So my Reflex, which is normally 17, goes up to 21.
All right. Well, then nothing happens.
Yeah.
And then this one moves over here. And will attack Regdar. Why not?
Okay, Shield is still active until the end of my next turn.
Okay. It misses. Anna, you are prone.
Oh boy, well I'm going to stand up.
Okay.
That's not so much fun. And I'm going to target our friend the bloodied guy and shoot an Eldritch Blast at him.
All right.
Will he hit you for doing a ranged
Nope.
thingy right next to him?
Staff expertise.
Oh, nice. I did
Yeah.
not.
Your
Character
face,
actually has it.
Dust Devil.
I not only don't even have staff expertise, I don't even have quarter staff expertise. That's how bad
Aw.
I'm doing.
25 versus Reflex.
Oh, that hits.
Yay. Plus. So 12.
All right.
And then in addition,
Oh.
because Warlock's Curse.
Oh wait, there's more.
Yeah, well, is he dead after 12?
Yes. But
Okay,
you can roll more awesome
I
damage
can-
if you like.
Hit him again.
Just
Hit the
for fun.
corpse.
Well, I rolled 2 1s, so
Less awesome.
yes.
But it
Doesn't matter,
disperses.
He's already dead.
Goodbye, Dust
Excellent.
Devil.
Please
That's my
disperse.
Asteron.
Well, I don't like this guy near my friend, so what I'm going to try is I'm going to come up here, and then I'm going to make a Thorn Strike on that Dust Devil up there.
All right. The one remaining Dust Devil.
We'll see if it works. That's a 25 versus AC.
That will hit.
Great. He has pulled 1 square next to me, so he's going to go and end up to the left of that statue. Perfect. And then he's going to take some damage to the tune of...
Does he trigger the crazy statue trap?
He does
should.
not.
What?
That's late.
And
Like,
I...
Surely dust is affected by wind.
Because I have pulled him adjacent to me,
Friendly
he
dust.
grants me combat advantage until the end of my next turn.
Oh, that's very nice of him.
It is very nice of him.
Takes 8 points of damage.
Indeed. And now we're buddies. And by buddies, I mean I'm going to
Very
kill him.
smart.
That's why you don't have many friends, Dan.
It's true.
Not anymore.
Aww.
Aw.
Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to action point now, since we will get an action point after
Yay.
this encounter,
That's right.
and I will try Roots of Stone on him. We'll see if it works.
Wait, why do we get an action point after this encounter?
Because every
Every
2
turn.
encounters, you get an
A
action point.
milestone.
You do?
Yep.
I did not know
24
that.
versus AC.
That will hit.
Great. He's going to take some more damage. It looks like 7, because I keep rolling 1s. Wait.
Wah, wah. But he's bloodied.
That's great. Also, the area around me is a zone of rippling earth. Steve, do you have a way to move him? Because if you take him out of that zone, he'll take some more damage and fall down.
How far out of his
With
comfort
just
zone
one.
do I have to
He's
take
got
him?
He's got to just not be next to me, basically.
I can try.
That'll be great. All right,
Nobody wants to be
I'm
next
all
to
set. Oh, he's marked too, just FYI. Wait, is he dead?
Is there reason? He's X'd
Oh,
out?
no, he's not. I took the wrong.
Bloodied, not dead, right?
I clicked the wrong thing.
There you go.
There we are. All right, that was exciting. Regdar, you
What?
have seen.
From the ground, zip zop, magic missile, 7 damage.
Okay.
Then I'll stand up.
All right, dust yourself
One
off.
step at a time.
See, magic missiles are the
I
best.
picture him
magic
lying
missiles.
on the ground.
They
just
really
going
are.
like-
Zip zop.
No, you gotta do
Also,
it like a gun show, right?
miss.
Where he's like peeks out from underneath
But he's like
I like
the
when
worst
he
thing.
rolls over and he
he's
does
like-
the Isaac.
He's lounging, right? Like, is the best part like on one elbow?
The worst thing is that Regdar says zip zop as he does it, in addition to whatever sound the magic missiles make. Zips up!
You stood up. You a minor action, perhaps?
I'm starting to think a guy who zips up while bolts of magic shoot out of his fingers isn't as regular as he's letting on.
Also, I speak 3 Creed, but you don't know that yet.
What?
I don't think I can do much else as a minor action except think about what I will do next time and how awesome
As
that
a
would
minor
be.
action, he says, just a normal guy.
All right, the bone.
That's a free action.
Carlos is the only person near the bone construct, so.
Carlos, don't die. You're mission critical.
Yeah. Hey, I'm over here with this giant bone statue that's alive, guys.
So the
to
bone
know.
statue suddenly has the spikes kind of start to whirl around a bit on it, and now it has an aura around it. So anyone
I was just thinking it could be spikier.
within the aura takes 2 points of damage. Carlos, you are
None more
currently within the
spiky.
aura, so you take 2 points of damage. Also,
I
just
want an
as,
aura of spikes.
as that happens, it also starts to shoot spikes of bone outside of itself towards Carlos. But he misses. And then he will hit with his bone spurs twice, or at least try to. And he does a 19 versus AC hit you, Carlos?
It does not.
All right.
Carlos!
Then he only hits you once for 12 points of damage.
Ouch! Well, I am bloodied now.
Uh-oh.
No.
Save you.
No, why can't I? Oh, there we are. All right, you did it yourself. All right, so that's the bone construct's turn. Ketchka. There
Yeah.
is one dust devil whirling about next to your minotaur friend. The earth is rippling around the minotaur.
Right.
He yelled something about if you can pull the dust devil out, that might be a good idea. Carlos is way on the other side of the room, fighting a bone construct that seems to be swirling and exploding with bone fragments. It is unclear whether it is doing that or Carlos is just knocking the heck out of it.
Okay.
Both of them seem to be worse for the wear.
What kind of an action does a second wind eat up? Is that a standard?
It is a
It
standard.
is.
All right, we won't be using the second wind this turn then. I will step 1 square over towards Carlos so that he's within my aura, which means that he can fire up a healing surge next turn if need be. I'm actually going to, well, let's see, I'm kind of miles from anybody who can do me any damage. Yeah, that's right. I see that aura there. He's in it.
Yeah, he is. What color is your aura?
What color is your aura? What kind of tree would you be if you could be a tree? And I'm going to attempt to launch a focused sound.
Oh,
Focus sound.
Dust devil up here.
that's my favorite kind of sound.
The Minotaur. Yeah, you know, like those scattered sounds. They're
Yeah.
too scattered.
Angry aura.
Mhm.
Thusly,
Is this your
a...
Phil Spector power?
No, that would be a wall of... Never mind.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
There's nothing focused about a wall, Jason.
Just another break
Ooh, that's a 14 V reflex.
on the dust devil.
Flex, flex, flex. Yes.
That misses.
No.
Sorry.
Carlos,
No
you
For you.
you're right next to the bone construct as
Yes.
you are. It is exploded in bones. It's tried to hit you twice.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, wait, Ketchka's doing
Wait a
something.
minute. I had some psychic ongoing damage I wanted to save against and then possibly take.
Oh, that's right.
Mm.
So,
Roll.
Generally in the other.
Over. Attack.
and that's a 4.
Oh, all right. You take 5 points of psychic damage.
All right.
How you doing, Kachka?
I'm pretty effed up here. All right. Let's see. Given that I am awfully close to death, I'm going to go ahead and take that minor and give myself a healing surge and some hit points.
Okay. All right, Carlos.
So, Healing Surge is a standard or a minor?
It is a minor in the case of my aura.
Ah, so I can use it because I'm in your aura.
Right, and then you get a 1d6 on top of that.
Oh well, let's do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna do that. So
now
I've
we're
got-
out of surges. I'm done handing out surges. Get me.
Your aura is gone.
So I get 13. That makes me happier. That makes me unbloodied until the guy decides to bloody me, because he can do that because he is.
Maybe
a
talk
jerk.
it out.
That's true. You could. Diplomacy is always an option.
So you're like a bone golem, and we're just here to take all your stuff.
Yeah,
Let's
And I'm going to give him my disrupting advance encounter
I'm no
power.
longer bloodied, by the way, after
Oh.
that surge.
Look at you, Koshka.
So I'm gonna roll to attack this dude, and I got an 11.
Oh,
Oh, that's a critical
Well,
fail.
you.
That's a fail.
Oh,
I rolled a 1.
That's an incomparable style.
Boo.
That's more like it.
That's it.
party.
I did our standard roll, is what I meant to say.
Okay.
Oh,
So
well.
the dust devil goes. And it wants to sweep away this meddlesome minotaur. Who doesn't really? 15 versus reflex.
Yeah. Reflex is the worst.
So you take 10 points of damage.
Ouch.
If only you had signed up for those tap dancing lessons as a kid.
To there.
Wait, Saito. Oh, man. I don't want to be there.
Well, if you wanted to be there.
I'm pretty bloodied.
15 versus reflex?
Yeah, my reflex is 11.
No. Well, then you slide into roll save, please.
Alright.
We don't know what happens when you fall in the cauldron yet, so this could be a really great learning experience.
14.
Alright, you do not save.
So I think technically that,
Boy.
FYI, that aura is not on me, so that guy's technically still...
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
Well, then we'll just take this out.
Yeah, I got it.
Boop.
Okay, great. Yeah, so he's there. If he moves before the end of my next turn, because he's technically still in it, it's just where it starts here. It's a burst 1 here.
Okay. I gotcha. We could draw, but I'm not going to. So you fall into the cauldron. You take 5 necrotic damage, 5 ongoing psychic damage, and you are immobilized.
Oh.
And as you fall in, exactly at the same time that you fall in, I'm gonna just use this.
Wait, I totally saved. That didn't give me anything.
No.
That was great.
Doot. So another dust devil appears,
What?
Nice.
although it seems smaller than the bigger one. It's like a baby.
It's smaller than the bigger one. That makes
Well,
sense.
I'm very descriptive. It is smaller than the other dust devil. It looks like perhaps it is a dust devil sprite. And it will go.
Dust imp.
It will go, and what does it do? It's going to speed evade. That's going to go over here. It's going to attack. Jody, 15 versus reflex.
I'm actually pretty reflexive. That will miss.
Well, then nothing happens. Anna, you see Asteron has been pushed into the cauldron. You see his boots wiggling above the edge of the cauldron, and some plaintive moos of pain. And then a dust devil. Another dust devil has appeared, smaller, and now it is next to Regdar, and by extension, next to you as well.
Oh boy.
If you
Well,
could deal with that guy, I would love to help Carlos.
yeah, sure, I can do that. Yeah. Should we kill off the bloody dust devil, or leave him alone and try and damage down the new guy?
Well, I can't do much because I don't have the special powers you have. So if there's a guy
Yeah.
next to me, all I can do is hit him with a stick.
Okay, then I'll hit this guy then.
You'll hit the sprite.
The sprite. Yes. And let's see, is there anything that I have that'll move? Because that would be cool. I don't think so. Alright. It's all good. Okay. Actually, hold on. That could potentially work. Alright, well, I'm going to try, yes, excise from sight.
Oh,
I like it.
on Regdar.
Get the heads.
Yeah. Excise from sight on the sprite right here.
Ah, I got you.
Alright.
I don't know what it does, but it sounds exciting.
It is exciting. Let's hope it works. How about a 13 versus will?
13 versus will hit.
Yay! All right. Magic removes all evidence from your foe's senses that you or one of your allies exists, except it's not real magic. What it does is he is slid 1 square, so I want him to go here.
All right.
In addition, he is going to take D10 plus 5. He's going to take 8 damage plus...
It's dead.
Oh, he's a minion.
Yeah. Done. Yay. Well, that's unfortunate. The cool thing about excise from sight is that you or one ally within 10 squares of you becomes invisible to the target until the end of your next turn.
Sadly.
Well, he's really invisible now.
That's true. He's
It's
permanently invisible. All of you are.
Well,
And that was a standard move, minor.
yep, that is fine. I'm all good now.
Oh, you're done. All right. Well, Astron, save versus immobilization.
Well, technically, yeah. So I get to do that first because I'm warden and I'm great. I'm also taking ongoing damage, right?
You are.
I get to save against that.
You do.
All right. Well, I'll save against immobilized. I'm still immobilized. I'll save against ongoing damage. I'm still taking
Nice.
damage.
Oh no.
So now I take damage. This is
Yes.
not good. -5.
So you
No.
take the ongoing 5, but then you also take another 5 necrotic.
Wait, I
Because you're
take the
still in
ongoing
the pot.
5 and then a number 5? Okay. I'm down and I'm in the pot, so that's probably bad.
Oh.
And
So,
that's
You're only taking ongoing 5, but you do take 5 necrotic. So
right. So I took 10, so I'm
Yep.
at -1. So
Okay.
yeah, there you go.
I've crossed you out.
My team
Well,
is now.
Psychic damage
my
is done for now, but probably the necrotic damage will continue to accrue while he's in there.
That would
That could be bad.
That would be really bad.
Yeah.
Someone should
Yeah.
get me out of that.
Regdar, you notice that the plaintive moves have stopped abruptly. The boots are not moving,
It's actually a lot better now.
but you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, let's see if I can kill another character, guys.
our bard should really do something about that. Dan, stop milling through characters. All right,
That is
Zippity
yours.
Zoppity, magic missile on the remaining Dust Devil,
Okay.
7 damage.
All right. It is still there.
Zippity missiles on its way.
He's still there?
Yep.
All right, well, I'm going to run away from those guys. I'm going to go help Carlos, which will
Whoop.
hopefully free up the other people to maybe help Astron. So, Carlos, you're over there. You're fighting a bone guy. I'm going to wind up and use a little bit of the Templar's Fist on that bone guy.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
What does that do?
Well, when it's 13 versus will, probably not a lot.
Well, in this case, constructs have low wills, so
How
it hits.
are we talking?
As do
Really?
the dust devils, apparently.
All right.
It does in fact hit.
They're not very willful.
He will take 13 psychic damage,
Okay.
and he has all these effects that happen to him. So, first off, he's slowed until the end of my next turn.
All right.
Second off, he's dazed until the end of my next turn, which is going to make it easier for Carlos to hit him.
Goodness.
Third off, there's the annoying thing where if Carlos hits him, or if someone hits him, it's easier for you to hit him the next time.
Nice.
Ah, yes.
So,
All kinds of stuff.
yeah, I had to use an action point to do that, because that was 2 standard actions. So,
That's what I was going to ask.
yeah,
Thank
I
you, Rich.
moved a 2 standard. My minor action is to, to really, really encourage Kachka to go save Astaroth, or at least give Coach Dan on making better characters.
Oh.
I didn't make this character. It was Dan.
All right, I am also.
All right, so it is the construct's turn.
Mhm.
It is going to continue its strategy. Actually,
The fine strategy of beating on me.
Yes.
It's a good strategy.
It's a winning
working out
strategy,
for it.
apparently.
But it's actually going to do this. So 8 versus reflex misses. Regdar 20 versus reflex.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so it does one of these. The bone spurs explode out of its body again across
As you do.
3 squares. Carlos manages to duck and weave through them, but Regdar does not. And
I'm ducking. I'm weaving.
you're bobbing and weaving. Regdar, you get 7 points of damage, and you are dazed. Save ends.
Float like a butter on, sting like a mole.
If the construct could speak, it would say, "How do you like being dazed?" Kachka,
Yes!
it's your turn.
Neat. All right. I'm going to save versus this stupid psychic damage. And it's a 10.
All right, you save.
I'm saved!
Hallelujah.
I can take the little ow my brains icon off of my little guy.
I kind of like that icon, though.
I do too. All right. If I were to try to drag a certain minotaur out of a certain cauldron, what would that be? A standard? Another move action? I guess it doesn't really matter. gonna
It
try
would
it.
be a move action, yes.
All right. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 over here to the cauldron where this dumb minotaur has managed to land himself. And I'm going
make
to
Sad
make a-
Minotaur trombone.
Make a strength check.
a strength check.
This Minotaur is not light.
What's yours is mine. Otar.
And that is a 10.
Do you have any pluses?
That was with the pluses.
Oh.
Ew.
So, you are kind of got him halfway out.
Halfway. Okay.
Halfway.
So the next strength check should be less then, right?
Yes, you will get a bonus. Carlos.
Wait, hang on.
Oh, you're still doing more things. Right
I'm
down.
considering
I'm
using
not
an
right
action
down.
point.
You should.
You could use the action point to grant me my second wind.
But then I got to do a heal, don't I?
Heal check. You just got to beat a 10 on a heal check.
Then you got to get your immobilized butt out of the cauldron, and something tells me that's not going to work
Fair
out too
point.
well. So
I would write him off at this point.
well, he's
There's probably some really great guy that we're
I mean,
gonna
we
meet in the
did-
next
we
room
didn't-
that Dan could play.
We
at the
didn't come
worst,
here
he's
with
gonna
him.
take-
We
At the
just
worst,
found
he's
him.
going to go -5 next turn, so that's not going to kill him. He's not going to die until he gets to his bloodied value, right? Is that correct?
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
So
It's fair.
I'm thinking
long-
maybe I'll just launch a cutting words at this bloodied guy up here so he doesn't do any more damage in the interim, and then I'll pull him out next turn.
Sure thing.
Just a thought.
I'm
All right.
telling you, don't kill that.
Another little
don't-
guy is gonna spawn.
Don't kill that bone construct guy because I might need to play him.
Suddenly, the bone construct says,
Whoa,
"Hey
whoa,
guys!"
whoa, this is a misunderstanding.
Hey guys, let me tell you about my favorite breakfast cereal.
All right, so cutting words towards the Dust Devil. Let's see. That is going to be a go. Oh boy, that is going to be a 14 v will.
That hits.
Yes, it does.
I know.
And that
It does.
does 8 damage.
8 damage. It blows up in a puff of.
Woohoo! I killed a thing.
Boom.
Excellent.
All right, Carlos.
Now
Yes.
I am done. You may proceed.
You've got
I'm
a
gonna
bone construct.
hit this guy. Do I get extra things toward hit from Tony's magical
he
thing?
is
You do.
dazed,
You
so
have
he's
combat
granting you
advantage.
combat advantage, so you get +2.
All
Doesn't
right.
he get a +3 to attack him too?
No, if he hits him and damages the
Oh,
target,
right.
then he gets
We
+2.
get
right.
It's really annoying. You have to remember
That
two
is
things.
annoying. That is annoying.
27,
Yeah.
That will hit.
and so I get +3
no.
damage.
You get +3 to
Next
attack
time.
him next time.
Oh, next time.
Next time.
Next
If
time.
there is a
Uh,
next
If
time.
there is
That,
next time.
that was max damage, 19.
Oh, that was a mighty blow, but it's still standing. It doesn't look very good. There are a lot of chips, some cracked bones.
It never
a bunch
looked
of-
very good.
Oh,
Smack.
it looks worse than
Ooh,
it did
burn.
Looks worse now. All right.
Skeleton burn.
before. And anything else, Carlos?
I think that's all I can do.
All right, so another sprite appears. Boop.
Oh, that's right.
Next to.
Did you say it
Ketchka.
pooped?
Cauldron.
Where did it poop? Did it poop in the cauldron?
I said it
I haven't said
appeared.
anything about poop.
There's no pooping.
Scott said a sprite appears. Poop.
I said boop. Clearly, that's the sound effect of a sprite appearing, not poop.
Poop is the sound effect of a sprite appearing? That's crazy.
I think you're missing a very important distinction between boop and poop.
Oh, boop! Oh, boop. I see now. Boop is very different. Okay.
13 versus reflex on Ketchka.
Oh, versus reflex?
Yep. I don't think that
I'm
would hit.
saying. No sweat.
So you've just got a very cute, non-pooping Dust Devil sprite next to you,
That's cute.
but it has missed you. Anna.
Come here.
So
All
you,
right.
you've got one small sprite is next to Ketchka.
that a
Ketchka's kind of
poop.
struggling to get the Minotaur out of the cauldron.
Well,
Bigger than you.
seems like getting rid of the sprite might be a good idea, just because we don't want it to cause any more.
Yep,
Recall
nobody,
that he's a
nobody
minion,
helps.
so a
Nobody
tiny little
help me
whack
with
will
this
take him
bone
out.
guy down here. Nobody worry about me. I'm just gonna fight
Well,
the big giant bone guy myself.
I
Don't
mean,
worry
Regdar
about
Regdar
it.
helped. Regdar
Tony,
helped.
if that's,
Yeah,
I mean, if the
already
sprite is a minion, you could kill it automatically with a magic missile,
Or I could magic missile the bone guy.
or you could magic missile the bone guy. I can do
What, do
probably
you
a
have a
little bit
preference?
more
I will-
damage.
I will-
Yeah,
I will-
do
Well, I
that.
could probably do more damage to the bone guy, and
I'm totally fine doing that.
all right. Then
You
I'm gonna
lead.
move-
Wait a
Cool.
second. This is strategy that's happening. I don't know.
This is
if
Strategy
I,
on this podcast.
I don't know
This
if I
is
can
how
approve
we don't
this.
all get murdered, Scott. We've been planning. There's been a lot of conference calls. There's a Gantt chart that we are now going to execute like crazy.
Very suspicious.
There's also
But
a Zen diagram, which is
Yeah,
Yeah,
Zen
Venn
diagram.
diagram.
just
Dan's
one.
still going to die. It's in the
That's
diagram.
true.
But it's all
Alright.
according to plan.
Hand of Blight.
Whoa. That's the worst hand ever.
On Asteron?
On our friendly construct.
The bone construct.
Hey, crit.
Hey.
This is what we call kill steal.
Whoops. Well, if it doesn't kill him, it's not going to be. Let's see. It'll be 8, 5, 13, 13 plus 12, so 25. Will that kill him?
That's a lot of dice.
That is a lot of dead construct.
Yeah.
The
There we
construct
go.
clatters to the ground. The arcane power that was holding it together snuffed instantly by this hand of blight, and the bones just clatter to the floor
I like
at Carlos's feet.
And
Carlos
they
spends
all
like
got
45
combat
minutes-
advantage until the end of the next turn.
Carlos spends like 45 minutes working at that jar lid, and she comes over and pops it off in like 2 seconds.
Sorry, do you need some help with
I
this?
loosened it for her, okay?
Sure you did. Sure
You
you did.
loosened up those joints so I could, blight them to death.
You
All
gotta
you,
get your
all
little
you do is
damage
make
in,
bone
that's fine.
chips, as far as I can tell. That's pretty impressive.
Minor or move action, Anna?
I'm gonna walk away from that. Well, I'm gonna walk
Step away from the dust devil.
there and then be okay with that. I don't want to get too close to those.
All right,
Yeah, no need
Astron.
to help with the heavy minotaur or anything. It's cool.
Death save.
I think I have a heal check
God.
of like 2.
Dan, you're the best at these.
Ah, 18,
Woo!
baby.
You
did
still
Not
Turning
dead.
over a new
You are
leaf.
not dead.
Oh man!
Regdar.
Change the name of the podcast.
Am I still taking damage, Scott? Or
Uh,
she got me enough-
that's a good
Far
point.
enough out of the cauldron.
You are in fact still taking damage, so you take another 5 points of necrotic damage. And try to save. Oh, save against the psychic damage.
Wait. How's he taking psychic damage when he's unconscious?
It happens.
Wait, so am I taking both psychic and necrotic?
You are
So how much was that? 10?
10.
Oh,
This is
Alright.
going to be bad.
I'm at negative 11, which is not good. So I'm saving against
The psychic.
psychic. Yes.
All right. So next turn you will only take 5 points of damage
All
if
right.
you're still in the cauldron.
Come on, get me out of the damn
On a
cauldron.
roll.
Regdar.
I'm gonna get you out of there this time, man.
Regdar points at the Dust Devil, yawns, zop. It's magic missiles.
Not even a zip.
Is
Zop.
It's
He thinks
been a
little
long
of you, he doesn't
day.
even
It's
zip
gone.
you.
He's on a budget.
Consider a poop next time.
No,
It's a
thank
poop.
you.
It's a poop.
Please consider a poop. The construct is dead. Kachka.
Yeah, I got nothing to do. This combat's over.
I'm gonna run up and help.
Help.
I need to move that Dust Devil out of the way so I can get up next to Kachka and give him a hand. So can I do anything with a minor action to help Kachka get that
You
Minotaur
could,
out of there?
words of wisdom, some
Oh,
encouragement.
I'm full of wisdom.
Lift with your knees.
Yeah, all of them. Oh crap! Your knees bend backward. Your anatomy
We
is
only
so
have 2 sets of
confusing.
knees, if I'm not mistaken. Plenty of arms, though.
Kachka's
Kachka
all
helps.
knees. All right,
Your turn.
that's enough from Redgar.
My turn. All right, I'm gonna drag this useless Minotaur out of the.
All right, just roll over a
Doom.
10, including your strength bonus, and he will be free. Well, he'll be out of the cauldron.
All right,
Please be good dice.
17.
All right, he is out of the cauldron.
Yeah.
Hooray!
We'll put him next to you. Not that it really matters.
No, dude, put him next to me.
He's
Seems
next to
only right.
you. Well, everybody's dead.
Next to me.
Including me.
Actually, you probably don't want to put him there, so you'll put him there.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I should not.
you
Put him
don't
there.
want his corpse to get buffeted about by those wind statues.
No.
Actually, I kind of do. That would be fun to watch.
No.
Well, everything is dead, so we're out of combat.
Can I heal?
Well, you
Okay,
are.
then.
You can.
We live
be
to die
healed.
another day.
You are
Hey,
still
Kachka, sing us a song. Of
Astaroth is
you
still
know.
unconscious.
Oh, there's still an unconscious guy here. We can't launch into
we-
the revelries just yet.
Yeah, so we need to restore him.
I grant him a wind of some sort.
Yeah, you're full of wind.
A wind?
I don't understand what's going
Any wind.
There
any
was
given
lots.
wind.
I don't know if we want to grant him like the kind of wind that sends people into cauldrons.
on. Oh, that's right. You could just put him right next to one of these statues. And
Yeah,
Yeah,
the wind will take care of it.
I'll lay a poop on him.
Oh boy.
Oh, what
Poop
can
is
I do with
funny.
this guy? What do I have to do?
You
with
could
it?
do a heal check. You
I'll do a
could,
heal check.
And I'll say that he gives it. If you succeed, he'll be at 1 hit point.
Let's do that. Boom, 17.
He's at
Nice.
1 hit point and conscious.
Yay!
You're welcome.
Good to be at 1 hit point. Now.
All right,
some
now I
healing.
hop in the cauldron.
Now we're what the? Oh, stupid! Goddamn theory.
Where's the flush on this thing?
Like carpets, you can't.
But it's a hot tub, right? That's something about that earlier.
So, are you singing a song, Steve, so we can get some healing?
No.
What? It's all you do. It's what you
No
do.
more songs.
Are we
Play
doing
the
just
hits.
we doing just a short rest here? We probably have to. It probably hasn't been 12 hours yet, has it?
It has
Yeah.
not been 12
No.
hours.
It's
It
been
feels
about-
like it.
It's been
probably
about
been
8
about-
minutes.
Only 5
8 or
minutes, yeah.
9 minutes.
What's your bonus again? Is it 6?
My Cha mod is 4.
4. All right.
So
I'm taking
heal
three-
up.
Taking 3 healing surges. Going all
Surge
the
him
way up
while you
to
got
full.
him.
Get 1 healing surge, and I'm back to full strength.
Good for you.
Nice.
I have many surges, so I'm gonna burn through those suckers.
I do not, but. 6.
All right, and at the end of that, I turn the page. We have moved 1 page forward.
Huzzah!
I look forward to episode 190 of this podcast when we reach the end.
Oh boy.
Now it is 1 a.m. here on the East Coast, so I don't know if people want to continue or not. It's up to you guys.
I think I'm ready to find. I suggest perhaps maybe we find what that next room has in store, and then
then call
Two
it
of the rooms?
And then call it a night, and
Yes.
and just vow that we will do this again in shorter
schedule-
order.
Less than 6 months.
Less than 6
Yes.
months.
5 months. 5 months.
Next week.
Oh wait, do we all have our action points back before we?
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Yay.
Okay, so what you guys are, what do you want to do?
Let's go over to the door and listen.
Yeah.
I'm going to go over to the door and listen.
It's what
So
we
we're
do.
listening.
There's this throne. There's a door down there. Roll to listen.
4. I can't hear nothing.
I'm
Door.
rolling
Sounds like a
with
door.
my
Oh, I want to listen.
28
Okay, you hear
critical listening.
Wait, we aren't even going to check out the stuff in this room?
That's what John Syracuse does. You hear nothing.
What?
All right.
I mean, there might be
What
nothing
a
behind that door.
waste.
Well,
All right,
somebody
I'll
check
look
out
at
the
it.
throne and
Check the
call
throne.
in.
It's attractive and stuff.
All right, I'm gonna
I'll
go
go
over and
with
check
that.
this throne. I bet thrones are totally full of like secret little compartments full of
Oh,
treasure.
totally.
So what are you doing to the throne?
Watch the throne. Jay-Z and Kanye say, "Watch the throne." It's my hip hop reference. There it is.
Wow.
Oh, I
I'll
didn't get it.
perceive.
You're from the streets.
I am.
I'm gonna perceive very
Suburban
poorly.
Fred.
Okay, you
That's plus F, so 16 total.
you can tell that it is carved of stone.
Okay.
5. I can tell that it's a throne.
Some sweet knowledge.
It is a
I don't know.
throne.
It may be just a chair, Tony.
Are you doing
yeah, so
Arcana?
are you guys just looking at it?
I was looking
I'll roll
I was
Arcana
looking
on it.
for any
I'm much better at
secret
that.
compartments.
It doesn't
24
seem-
Arcana.
It doesn't seem. There's some slight magic emanating from it. You're not quite sure. It seems like it's maybe related to scrying, something like
Have we
that.
made
Screw
a-
it, dude. I'm sitting in it. I'm sitting in the throne.
We made a single skill check in this entire encounter that's been useful. Oh, it's natural. Oh, it's magic.
No, not really. So Ketchka sits at the throne.
Yes,
and
I do.
You are
Now a bad
treated
guy.
to a vision of Ul-Athra, which is a massive worm slithering across Athos. You recognize Athos, but something is
I have that
strange.
vision all the time.
Athos is not the dark, dry world that you know, but the rather green, verdant world in this vision of yours.
Old school Athos.
Exactly. The worm is wearing a crown that shines with gold and sheds whirlwinds of spectacular grandeur.
How does a worm wear a crown?
Very
Carefully.
carefully.
Yeah.
Stylishly.
The creature on the throne, which is you, can't be helped but be impressed by the vision.
I am impressed by this vision.
But that's it. That's all you see. Nothing
Can't
else
help it.
happens.
Intriguing.
Steve's always impressed by visions of worms.
Now we dunk Steve in the cauldron,
Hey!
No.
It says go into the
but
cauldron.
I hold him by his ankles.
And the whole time, the cauldron is continuing to whisper. By the way.
It's a very
Sweet
rude
nothings.
cauldron.
This is a little strange.
Can we examine the cauldron further and see if there's anything?
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Climb in.
Well,
I think I'm done with the
Examine the
cauldron.
inside.
It's just I mean, obviously it's whispering. It's made of stone. There's no secret
Yeah.
compartments.
Carlos,
Alright, well-
standard whispering cauldron. What is this? Your first spooky,
yeah,
I
got
bone
it.
shard monster?
All right. Well, let's open the door, Scott. Let's open the
Oh.
door to the south.
All right, the door is
Boy.
unlocked and not trapped, which are two good things.
By all means, don't forget to check
And
for traps.
it's a hallway.
It's a hallway.
Oh, good grief!
So there's a hallway. You can see the hallway goes into a room that you can't quite make any details out of. You see some flickering light in this room, and you also see that there are two passageways to the west and east.
Intriguing. I wonder what will happen next.
Dun,
Bum,
dun,
bum,
dun.
bum.
We'll
Nothing.
have to find out on. On that, yes.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Button slip.
Dungeons and
Ominous music.
Satan's game.
Thank you. Thank you.
All
I'll be
right.
here all week.
Satan's upbeat.
Alrighty.
Well, how many people we have watching us, Scott?
20. 20 people.
Hey, 20 people.
Wow.
Thanks.
People.
So at least there's people worse off than we are.
Seek help.
We
Sorry,
love
I love you
all
guys.
of
Does
you.
that count us? Yeah,
You guys are awesome.
you are. All right.
You're probably more awake than I am.
Well, and then that's that. Until next time, farewell, D&D adventurers.
Oh.
Lead on, adventurer. Your quest
All right,
awaits.
I'm going to stop broadcasting.
Dun, dun, dun.